Finding the right home can be a tough decision, but finding the right lender doesn't have to be. With 32 years of experience, the Mortgage Center knows how to find the right loan for you that requires little or no money down. The Mortgage Center's mobile-friendly website makes the application process quick and stress-free. And as always, you'll want to get pre-approved before you contact any real estate agent or builder. Whether you're purchasing or refinancing, call the Mortgage Center at 304-267-9040 or visit mortgagefinancing.com today.
Hi, it's Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 Spencer Dupuis. When I got into a car accident and needed to get another vehicle, I wanted to go somewhere I could trust. So I went to the Heffley Motor Company at 993 Hedgesville Road.
As a first-time car buyer, I really didn't know what to expect. But at Heffley, they treated me like family. Every step in the process was seamless. Not only did they give me a great deal, but they also helped me secure an amazing interest rate. Now I know firsthand why Heffley has such a great reputation in this community.
I ride with Heffley Motor Company, so you should too.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
A Honda is more than just a vehicle. It's a gateway to spring adventure. Start your adventures with Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 0.9% APR on a 2022 Honda HR-V and a 1.9% APR on a 2022 Civic or Accord. New vehicles are arriving daily at a local Honda dealer.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI 2021 ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. Play ball! It's time for the fun and excitement of West Virginia high school baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda of Winchester, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mountaineer Grill and Pub, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Modern Realty Results, Kent Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, and the Skinner Law Firm.
And now for the pregame show Let's go out to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Hello.
Good afternoon and welcome out to a damp and wet Sager Field here for the start of Class AAA of the Class AAA Region 2 Best of 3 series between Martinsburg and Jefferson for TV Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 Sports. I'm Spencer Pui, joined alongside Nick Verzolini and Trip Tobin. Happy to have you with us. Cameramen today are Donald Kinney and Avery Newport. Back in the studio is Colin McLaughlin. Got a great matchup here between the top two teams in Section 1 and Section 2 of Region 2 here in the Class AAA in the state of West Virginia, and it's a rematch from last year's regional championship. And Trip, obviously, both of these teams remember last season, and for Martinsburg, a lot of those players were on this team when they lost in 2 games.
Yeah, definitely. Martinsburg returning a lot of a regional experience. Jefferson graduated a lot of regional experience. One of the reasons why Martinsburg was picked to be in this game this year and be, the top seed in this section was because of all the experience that they're bringing back to this. And certainly they do remember that grand slam by Zach Rose last year that basically ended their season at P.O. Faulkner Park. It's something that they've dealt with as far as, using it as fodder to get better and get better and get better. And, when you go through the dugout and you hang out there a little bit with those guys, the confidence is there this year. I'm not sure it was there last year, even though they played really well and the games were pretty close. I'm not sure that they really believed, they could win last year. They were young. I believe that this year speaking with them, they believe they can win. And, this game is about 90% mental and the other half physical, they say. So I think mentally they're prepared. And physically, they seem to be healed up and ready to play.
And, Nick, these two teams played very close contest in the 2 regular season ball games. The first one was an extra innings game here at Sager Field, and Noah Carter hit a walk-off for the Cougars, and then a victory there in April at P.O. Faulkner Park for the Cougars, 3-1. So very tight. It was 2-1 in the first game. So 5-2 is the total run difference, 3-run difference between these two teams in the 2 games they played so far. So it's going to be a close. Either way, it's going to be a great series and potentially 3 close games.
Yeah, definitely. And you look at, and you look at the previous matchups. In this first game that these two teams played, Caleb Edwards was on the mound for Martinsburg. Sammy Roberts was on the mound for Jefferson. That's 2 of the best pitchers in the EPAC, and they're on the mound again today. So that was the 2-1 ball game. I believe Lupus had came in late for the Bulldogs, and then Carter obviously had that walk-off, and then that second game, a 3-1 win for Jefferson. Pretty similar type of ball game, low scoring throughout. Jefferson just able to hold on there at Martinsburg. So obviously you look at those first 2 games, and the first thing that comes to mind, I think, is that Martinsburg will have to put up more runs than 1 in order to get a win, but both games were low scoring, so I would expect that again, and it's going to come down to not making those mistakes, those little mistakes that kind of separate the 2 teams. So errors will play a big factor in this game, and obviously trying to put pressure on the defense.
Yeah, a game that was originally scheduled yesterday for 6 p.m. was postponed till noon today due to the predicted weather that was coming in last night. Didn't really come in till later in the evening, around 8, 9 p.m. It was, solidly raining for a little bit, and then this morning it was raining a lot, so they ended up pushing back the 12 p.m. start to 2 p.m. start here as we get you ready on the countdown to first pitch, brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, where you get the work done right the first time. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. On the other side of this 3-minute break, you'll hear from both coaches. First, the visiting head coach for the Bulldogs, Aaron Byler, and then after a 30-second break, you will hear from Jefferson Cougars head coach John Lowry Sr. That's after this 3-minute break. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 3 minutes.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
You've been in an accident. A distracted driver put texting over safety. Your injuries, loss of income, and medical bills can last a long time, even a lifetime. Our job is to try and secure justice that will protect you and your family for the rest of your life. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg. Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Welcome back to Sager Field here as we get you ready for the start of the Class AAA Region 2 Best of 3 Championship Series between the homestanding Jefferson Cougars and the visiting Martinsburg Bulldogs. So we get you ready, we'll hear from the coaches first, from the Martinsburg Bulldog head coach Aaron Byler. Coaches' interviews are brought to you by Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg. If you're looking for some fun nightlife and great food at affordable prices, then dine in at Laddie's or carry out by calling them at 304-263-5233. Here's Coach Aaron Byler of the Martinsburg Bulldogs.
Joined by Martinsburg Bulldog head coach Aaron Byler, and Coach obviously didn't get to play yesterday due to the predicted weather. Gives you guys another day, and what's your team outlook going into today's game?
Oh, I think the kids are focused and ready to go today and excited for the opportunity. You know, it's a little non-traditional here with the 2 o'clock start and the drizzle, but hopefully that'll move on. And, you know, we just have to compete every pitch and do the right things, and hopefully the outcome will be on our side.
And then obviously it's a rematch from last year. We talked to you on the show last week, and you kind of said you like your guys this year compared to last year. Obviously a lot of players were on that team last year, experienced those 2 regional games against Jefferson. What's it going to take for you guys to win today in the series?
Yeah, I think what I like is just that our guys are essentially a year older, have been in this environment before, played in this game before, you know, have that experience. As far as what's going to take, I think it's obviously going to come down to the team that executes, the team that gets runners on, gets them over, gets them in, the team that throws strikes and catches the baseball behind their pitcher is going to win this series.
And for Jefferson, they have Sammy Roberts on the mound. He's got an under 3 ERA. What are some things that you've seen from him that you think your team can exploit?
Well, I'm not sure how many times you can watch the game when we played him, the first time, and, we've watched that several times. Sammy's a great pitcher. He's a senior. He's been in this game before. He's been in big games on the football field. He's a competitor. We just have to have competitive at-bats against him. Can't give up easy outs. Have to battle every pitch and, see if we can get some guys on and around.
And for you guys going, you got Caleb Edwards today, probably your number one pitcher, and obviously he's had a great season. What's it going to take for him to get through the game? I know that he's kind of battled through injuries this year and battled through stuff on the mound, but he's been able to come out on top, and he's ready to lead this team.
I think Caleb's probably as healthy as he's ever been all year. He's focused, he's ready to go. Kid that wants the ball, kid that wants to be in the spotlight today, and we're excited for him to have that opportunity, and hopefully he'll do a great job for us, and we got all the confidence in the world in him.
And you got the same lineup that you usually run out there. Obviously able to have that tune-up game last week against Kaiser. Did you learn anything from your team about them, their grit and everything going into last week's game and then getting ready for this week?
I think it was just good to be on the field in a competitive setting for us. It's been a long time since we played, so getting that game under our belt, I think helps. And, the best thing is we got through it healthy and, got here today with everybody ready to go and ready to rock. And, yeah, I mean, use the word grit. I think I got a gritty bunch in that dugout, and, we're going to have to battle through it and, like I said, compete every pitch, and I think they're willing to do that. I think they're really excited for the opportunity. We got to, I talk to you all the time about not getting too high and too low. We got to make sure that our level, stays right in the middle and that we're just in every pitch.
All right, Coach, anything else?
Thanks, Spencer.
All right, best of luck today.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
Joined now by Coach John Lowry Sr. And Coach, obviously yesterday you guys wanted to play, but just the kind of the predicted weather and the untimeliness, kind of the unknowing, kind of changed that, pushed that to today. The field was a little wet, so you moved it to 2 p.m. Obviously, players excited to play. It's going to be a little wet out there, but it's going to be obviously players are in for a good series.
Well, you can't control the weather, so that's just the reality of it. And our field was really, we hadn't put water on it over the weekend, anticipating that this could be the scenario that took place. We feel like the field's in good shape. Maybe the grass is a little damp. I think if you could just get the atmosphere to clear, the clouds to lift a little bit. As far as the field itself is concerned, I don't think there's any problem there. If we could just get the dampness in the air to maybe to subside a little bit, and hopefully that will, as the day goes on. Whether it does or not, I guess remains to be seen. But they're playing the game early today to accommodate the graduation taking place in Martinsburg tonight, and the games, according to the Activities Commission, if possible, need to be played on consecutive days with field availability. And certainly this is the start. And if you look at the long-term forecast, there seems to be showers and rain pretty throughout the week, but with the exception maybe of tomorrow and Thursday. So if we can get this one in, then that gives us 2 days, to finish it up if the series goes to 3 games.
And last week, you guys kind of just did the inter-squad scrimmage kind of thing with not being able to play another game because of already getting the 32 games. How did that go for you guys, having everybody be able to get a shot at things?
Great week of practice. We got our guys out in the mound a couple times. Everybody got at bats. I thought we got quality reps, and it was just a great week of practice, and we're excited to be able to get out and see somebody in a different colored jersey today, though.
And obviously this is a rematch from last year's regionals. You guys were able to sweep that in 2 games, but we've talked to you about it on the show, and you heard Coach Byler say he thinks his players, obviously some of them on the team last year have 1 more year, and it's going to be a tough series that probably could go 3 games.
Well, his record their record would indicate that they have a quality team. They do return a number of players from last year, and we've been fortunate with the players that we did have return. We've had some others step up and be able to take the place of the ones that we lost. You're right, it's going to be a good series, and that's the way it should be.
And you got Sammy Roberts on the mound for you guys today, and has under a 3 ERA on the season. Obviously, the 2 games you played with Martinsburg this year have been, very tight games. One that went into extras, and one there at their place that was just a 2-run game. Obviously, on the mound is going to be key today.
Well, Sammy's, he's a senior for us, and he has experience. He has experience as a competing athlete, not only for us with baseball, but he led our football team at quarterback, and he's anxious to get out there, and we feel like we have some depth in our pitching staff, and Sammy's been the lead man, so to speak, for us. So he's ready to go, and we've got some other guys in the wings that are fresh and ready to roll, and so we just have to wait and see what happens. It's Martinsburg's an outstanding club. Baseball has a random nature to it. It's kind of unpredictable, and that's what makes it fun. So hopefully we'll be able to get it in. The mist and the rain and whatever will hold off, and we can get one in today and get ready to go tomorrow and the next day if necessary.
All right, Coach, one final one. What's your team going to need to do to get the victory today and start the series 1-0?
Well, we just, need to play well. We're going to need to take care of what we can take care of, stay in the moment, and just play it one pitch at a time. That's kind of our philosophy, what we try to do, and, to see where it takes us. That's the beauty of a 3-game set. One play doesn't beat you, one pitch doesn't necessarily beat you. It gives you a chance to, at the end of 3 games, I think you'll be able to tell maybe the stronger the team, because this will be a longer test. So, we're just going to play it, trying to control the things we can control and see where it takes us.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time. Best of luck.
You're quite welcome.
That was John Lowry, senior head coach for the Cougars. Those were your coaches' interviews brought to you by Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg. If you're looking for some fun nightlife and great food at affordable prices, then dine in at Laddie's or carry out by calling them at 304-263-5233. Do now is we'll step aside for a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll get you starting lineups and weather when we get back. After this 2-minute break, you're tuning to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Welcome back here to Sager Field as we get you ready for today's ball game. On Cody's Auto Body countdown to first pitch. It's now time for your weather, brought to you by Kelly's Allstate Insurance. For all your insurance needs, call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724 Lakeview Drive in Martinsburg.
And it's 60 degrees here. Doesn't really feel like that. A little breezy, always breezy here at Sager Field. A chance of rain here in the next hour. Drizzling right now. Hopefully by the time this ball game ends, it'll kind of clear up, and or towards the end of this ball game, it'll clear up. But looking to get to 61 by 4 p.m. and cloudy all day. But tomorrow it doesn't look like rain, or Thursday. So hopefully things are good if you get all 3 games. If you have to go to 3 games. But that was your weather, brought to you by Kelly's Allstate Insurance. Now it's time for your starting lineups, brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. Trip, take it away with the lineups.
Oh, yeah, for your visiting Bulldogs, shortstop, number 3, Hudson Clements leading off. Batting second and playing left field, number 4, Landon Sifford. Batting third, playing first base, number 14, Isaiah Morris. Going to clean up today is your pitcher, number 27, Caleb Edwards. Batting fifth, second baseman, Carson Buber. Batting sixth, number 7, left fielder, Jordan Canby. Batting seventh tonight, your third baseman, number 5, Mike Galupis. Doing the DHing tonight, number 18, Jake Zittel. And the catcher tonight and batting ninth, Matt Asanovich. And playing right field tonight and being DH for is Logan Wilt. For Jefferson, batting first and playing in right field, number 9, Connor Bailey. Batting second, shortstop, number 3, Kellen Kinsler. Batting third, number 6, center fielder, Sam Wabnitz. Batting fourth, number 22, your pitcher, Sam Roberts. Batting fifth, number 8, third baseman, Griffin Horowitz. Batting sixth, the DH, number 26, Noah Carter. Batting seventh, number 18, first baseman, J.J. Pavanelli. Doing the catching tonight and batting eighth, number 4, Ryan Hefner. And playing second base and rounding out the lineup, number 16, Josh Cienfuegos. And being DH for tonight in the left field, number 42, Daquan Shipe.
Those were your starting lineups, brought to you by Trips Flooring. We'll get your pitching matchup this afternoon. For the visiting Martinsburg Bulldogs, Caleb Edwards, 3-2 on the year, 1.92 ERA over 47 1/3 innings, giving up 33 hits, 21 runs, 13 earned runs, 65 strikeouts to 16 walks. Now for the homestanding Jefferson Cougars, Sammy Roberts, 5-1 on the year with a 2.82 ERA, 44 2/3 innings, 35 hits given up, 21 runs, and 18 of those were earned, 51 strikeouts to 25 walks here as the Cougars are being introduced. And Nick, what are you looking forward to in this ballgame?
Well, I just think that, it should be another good pitching matchup, 2 of the best pitchers in the EPAC. I think that stands out. And see kind of what these two teams have done with this week of preparation to get ready for these guys, whether it be on the pitching side to know the batters' tendencies, or for the batters, can they kind of figure out Roberts and Edwards' tendencies and maybe make it a different game than we expect based on the numbers tell you that it should be a low-scoring game, but we really haven't seen these guys give up a ton of runs this year. Edwards has had a few games, but maybe Martinsburg can get to Roberts, and that will be kind of an interesting matchup, I think, all day.
All right, well, we will step aside for a 2-minute break to cover the national anthem, and then we'll be right back for the start of this ball game. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, back in 2 minutes.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Matt Miller, along with my wife Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
Play ball! The pregame is over, and we're ready for today's opening pitch and the play-by-play. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Cody's Auto Body, Laddie's Bar and Grill, Trips Flooring, The Mortgage Center, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, The Heffley Motor Company, The Palace Lounge, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Milestone Realty, and by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers.
So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Back in. You're looking live at a soggy Sager Field here as we get ready for the Class AAA Region 2 Baseball Championship Best of 3 series between the homestanding Cougars, who will host Game 3 if necessary, being the number 1 in the region, and against the Martinsburg Bulldogs, who were number 2 in the region and number 1 in Section 1, as we get ready for first pitch. Tripp, who are the umpires this afternoon?
Behind the plate, you got Jeff King. First base, you have Buck Huffmaster. Second base is Dave Boyd. Third base is Neil Riemenschneider. So, 4-man crew tonight. All bases are covered there. So, we have a really good umpiring crew here. And look forward for them to have a good game. You know, Jeff has a pretty good strike zone. And he doesn't give too much off the plate. A very good high school strike zone. Knees to the chest. And maybe, you know, just the black or just a pinch off, but nothing too wide, nothing too low or tall, just a really good strike zone. Pitchers hit their spots, and they'll get the calls, and he's given one pitch indication here for the catcher here, Hefner, to throw down. You know, we were talking earlier, and you got to talk a little bit about Martinsburg. I didn't get to say much about Jefferson. When you look down, Game Changer, you'll see when they played the EPAC, they played Musselman 3-1, Spring Mills 1-0, Martinsburg 3-1. Every time that we did those games, we always said, you know, Herndon did a great job. He pitched well enough to win, or such and such pitched well enough to win. And the issue with Jefferson is you can't just pitch well enough to win. You have to be smart. You talked about the errors. You can't make mental errors either. The errors that don't show up in the book, and that's how they beat you. Is they pitch well enough to win and they play well enough to win.
First pitch coming here to Hudson Clement from Sammy Roberts in there at 2:02 p.m. And a 1-0 count now to Hudson Clement, the leadoff hitter, hitting .426 on the season, 17 RBIs. The 1-0 delivery on the way. That one is low and inside for a ball, 2-0. First pitch brought to you by the Morgan Center on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. One call will save you thousands. Call 304-267-9040. The 2-0 count. 2-0 pitch comes in for a strike, makes the count 2-1. Hudson Clement, if he can get on, he can probably score. That one fouled off over the Cougar side.
Very similar leadoff batters for both these teams. Lots of speed. They get on base. Their on base percentage is phenomenal, and they do find their way around the bases to score generally when they get on base early.
That one hit on a line over to the second baseman, Cienfuegos, and he tries to throw that over to Pavanelli at first base, but that one not in time, as Clement will beat it out and get on first. And I told Coach Byler a few weeks back, looking at the numbers, it's now different because he was walked a few more times, but at one time, I believe he had the same number of hits as runs. He now has 44 hits and 48 runs, so he'll probably be running here as well.
We'll see here whether or not he's going to run or we're going to get Sifford to bunt him over, but certainly.
Yeah, Sifford up to the plate. First one in there is a ball. Sifford on the season hitting .276 with 22 RBIs.
Well, another thing is the 47 for 47 stolen bases with Clement as well. Helping lead to those 48 runs.
1-0 delivery, and that one in there as a ball as well. And Hudson Clement steals the base safely.
He stole
now 48 for 48.
He stole that on Roberts. Roberts let him get a good jump. Then he had a high leg kick, a slow to the plate there. And when that happens, it's just over. You're not going to get him. I thought maybe they would be a little concerned about the wet dirt, maybe not give up that. But he got the read. He's a green light guy, I'm sure. And Sammy, probably should have slide stepped there. But anytime you're slow to the plate, you're not going to give your catcher a chance there. So
count is 1-1. And Sifford looking to bunt, pull the bat back. I went in there for a ball, 2-1 now the count.
Good time to bunt. Do you have to protect third base? So, Griffith will have to stay back unless it's bunting hard down that line. So you could possibly squeeze a base hit out of this. Ball could be wet, but if nothing else, you move the runner.
2-1 pitch from Roberts. That one in there for a ball outside. And if you're Martinsburg, you're looking at those last 2 games against Jefferson, you really need to manufacture runs and pushing Hudson Clement there over to third and potentially home could be manufacturing a run, and exactly what you need to do.
Well, you certainly can't leave him out there. When you leave runners, Jefferson
3-1 delivery on the way, bunted by Sifford, and he'll get over there. He'll get, as the ball thrown over by Roberts to first, and he's out, but that moves Clement over to third, 90 feet away from scoring with just 1 out and out of the plate. Isaiah Morris hitting .333 on the season with a 1 home run and a team-leading 27 RBIs.
Good job there by moving him over. Now you got the left-hander up. The infield's going to go ahead and pull up. So Jefferson expecting a low-scoring game. They're not going to give up a run for an out here. They're going to force Clement to make a decision on a ground ball to the infield.
First pitch into Morris. That one high and outside for a ball.
Leaves a lot of green for Morris and a lot of holes in the infield to push the ball through. Clement with his speed may take off on contact anyway.
1-0 delivery on the way. That's fouled off by Morris.
Isaiah Morris swinging an excellent bat for the Bulldogs. .333 average this year. .914 OPS. Gets on base at a high rate, 481, so just a really good batter in this lineup.
1-1 delivery. That is fouled off. 1-2 now the count.
Martinsburg in the road blacks, gray pants, orange trim on their shirts there, black numbers. Matt Miller would not be happy with the black numbers on the black jersey.
He's here somewhere. He told me he was. 1-2 delivery is swung on and missed by Isaiah Morris for the first strikeout of the ball game for Sammy Roberts. Now 2 outs in the inning. Caleb Edwards facing his opposing pitcher, Sammy Roberts, here at the plate. Yeah. Edwards on the season, .385, 23 RBIs and a homer.
A strikeout was probably the only way to keep Clement from scoring. So excellent job by Roberts there.
First pitch in there for a strike.
You'd have to think that any ball put in play that Clement was going to take a shot at it, and certainly any ball in the air of the outfield he was going to tag.
The 0-1 delivery on the way. That one in the dirt for a ball. 1-1 the count.
Like we said earlier, Martinsburg has to score more than 1 run. All those teams that got beat 3-1, 1-0, 2-1 in the EPAC by Jefferson, one thing in common, they squandered base runners.
1-1 delivery from Roberts. That one fouled off to the backstop.
And that was a huge strikeout by Sammy in that last at-bat.
Huge. I think, like I say, anything that's put in play there, I think Clement's taking a shot unless it's just hit like a rocket to one of those infielders. That might have been the only way to keep him from scoring there was a strikeout.
1-2 delivery, 2 outs. That one outside and low for a ball.
The Jefferson defensive players were coming off the field, all of them. The shortstop, the center fielder, second baseman, they all felt like that was a called strike 3, but didn't quite get the call.
2-2. 2 outs here. Delivery from Roberts. That one hit right back over to Cienfuegos. Cienfuegos will gather and throw over to Pavanal at first. Pavanal, and they make the out to end the inning as Martinsburg will go down with leaving a runner on base and in scoring position. But we'll head to the bottom of the first inning after this 60-second break. You're tuning to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Heffley Motor Company, just off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road, is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Heffley is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. And if you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Heffley.com. Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Welcome back here to Sager Field as we get you set for the bottom of the first inning. Caleb Edwards on the mound for Martinsburg, and he's 192 ERA, 3-2 on the season, 47 1/3 innings. Pitched 33 hits, 21 runs, 13 earned, 65 strikeouts to 16 walks. And whenever Caleb Edwards is out on the mound, you know he wants to battle. He wants to get up to that pitch count of 110 and take it the whole way.
Yeah, he wants to be out there. Certainly he's a passionate guy. He plays with some emotion, and he's fun to watch. He's kind of a strikeout guy. One of the things he did this year a couple of times was got his pitch count up, chasing some strikeouts. But, I know the coaching staff's been talking to him about throwing some more to contact here, letting his defense do some work and trying not to, strike everyone out, but get the ball in play, get outs, in less than 4 or 5 pitches so you can go the distance there. But Jefferson's tough outs. They force you to throw the ball with a plate. They don't chase much. They play the game like Coach Albert said, pitch by pitch, and and then each pitch the scenario changes, and Jefferson adjusts very well. So he'll have to do a really good job of at the mound here, hitting his spots here against this very capable Jefferson team.
First pitch into Connor Bailey. That one is a strike, so 0-1 the count. And Connor Bailey hitting .381 on the season with 25 RBIs.
And Tripp, you mentioned the pitch counts, and this will be his 800th pitch of the season for Caleb Edwards.
Second, the 0-1 pitch there comes in for a ball to even the count of 1-1.
The next closest is DJ Triggs with 669 pitches this season.
Yeah, so he does. He stays in games. He goes deep. He keeps his team, in a situation where they could to win. He doesn't get pulled early very often. So, he just always gives Martinsburg a chance to win. He's done it for the last 2 years for Coach Ballard and the Bulldogs.
1-1 pitch comes in there and a strike looking. 1-2 delivery on the way. Does not get the call there. Evens the count up at 2-2. He looked like he really wanted to get the call there, and Sonovich was trying to frame it.
Yeah, he kind of pulled it back in there. Fastball outside corner. One thing about Bailey is he likes the ball out there. He'll let the ball get deep and drive it that way.
2-2 delivery on the way. Swung on and chopped over to the first baseman and Morris. He'll run over and he'll tap the bag for out number 1, but that was a close out number 1, Nick.
It was down the line there. Connor Bailey trying to sprint down the line, but just back to Edwards real quick. 65 strikeouts, so that leads the team as well, and a pretty good strikeout to walk ratio. Only 16 walks. He's only hit 6 batters as well, so even though he gets that pitch count up, it's usually not with inefficient pitching. It's usually because he's going for the strikeouts like Tripp mentioned.
Mm-hmm. He had 208 batters faced, looks like there, or is it? And 65 strikeouts, so, he's getting a third of the outs, by himself, or just a little under a third of the outs by himself.
Kellen Kinsler at the plate, the shortstop today. First one in there is a ball. Second one in there, a ball as well, 2-0 the count.
Kinsler's a guy that's been really impressive as of late for Jefferson. He started the season, in a slump toward the bottom of the order, but now he's one of the better hitters on this team.
Yeah, he's doing really well. He deserves that 2-hole he's in. Certainly well deserving of it. Just talked to Coach Cross a couple minutes before the game, and he actually pointed to him on the 2-hole and said, he's really heating up. So look for him to do good things in this series.
2-1 delivery on the way. That one swung on and missed for a strike. 2-2 the count. Jefferson really has pitching to where they just can get a lead early, and you can probably say goodbye to anything else. That one in there brings the count full to 3-2. That one close there on the outside corner.
And Kinsler's a guy that can draw walks, find ways to get on base.
3-2 delivery to Kinsler, and he fouls that one back.
Certainly draw walks, certainly work the pitch count into his favor, and right now he's kind of in a swing or walk kind of mode here. Anything close, you hear John down there saying, showing his hands, widen it up, telling him to widen the strike zone.
3-2 delivery from Edwards. That one swung on and fouled off again, this time out of play.
He was right on that one. Timed up pretty well, just got under it a bit, fouled it straight back.
3-2 the count here, 1 out.
He's seen a lot of pitches, which is always, hitter's advantage.
3-2 delivery from Edwards. Swung on, dribbled up, and Edwards will get it. He'll throw over to Morris for the second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down so far on the 1-3 ground out.
8-pitch at bat, still a quality at bat. Will go down the book because an 8-pitch at bat. Twice now he's gotten soft contact up that line on a curveball away. That's got Jefferson protecting and cutting down their swing, but not able to get a barrel on it there. So, nice job of getting the top first 2 guys here, not having to face Wabnitz, Roberts, and Griffin with base runners on.
And Sam Wabnitz at the plate hitting .361 on the season, 32 RBIs. I went in there for a strike with the changeup, brings the count to 0-1.
Looked like a changeup, didn't it? A little downward motion, a little circle action.
The 0-1 delivery in there.
Caught his hat. Did you see it? Pitched and caught his hat.
Or hit me a little bit there. 1-1 the count here after the ball comes in.
Threw the pitch, caught his hat.
1-1 delivery on the way. That one on the inside edge. Not able to get the call there.
Come with a curveball that time, so he's letting Wabnitz see all his pitches here early. First time through. Not something you always want to do.
2-1 delivery on the way. That one outside on the opposite side of the plate there brings the count to 3-1.
He's doing a nice job of nibbling the corners. Caleb Edwards is.
3-1 delivery. That one is fouled off and out of play down the right field line.
Like Buck Huffmaster was giving chase. Took off down the line to make sure that Wilt had a play on it. He was going to get a view of it to make sure.
Edwards here with 2 outs. The payoff pitch. 3-2 delivery on the way. Swung on and fouled off again.
If you've been to Jefferson, that went in the cow pasture, so you know where it's at. Over the outdoor cage and into the cow pasture. Wonder if any of them come back a little dirty. Throw them out for the other team to throw, right?
3-2 pitch, 2 outs. That one swung on and hit on a line drive out to center field. Going up to catch it is Canby, and he can't make the catch. He has to go track the ball, rounding second, going into third with a stand-up triple is Sam Wabnitz. An instant offense here, 2 outs for the Cougars with Sammy Roberts at the plate, who's drove in 27 guys on the season, .382 average.
It was a curveball. They did get a barrel on, and he didn't get a lot of height under it, but it looked like Canby had it had zeroed in on it like it was going to be a third out. Actually, it looked like Edwards was coming off the field, and he was tracking it well, and just as he put his glove up, I guess it kind of tailed back towards center field as he was kind of headed towards left center and ended up off his glove. And, of course, with Wabnitz's speed, he was trucking the whole way. Give him credit for not slowing down, thinking he was out when the fly ball.
First pitch now to Roberts. That one comes in and close to hitting him, but does not.
Curveball there. He wanted to wear it, but it just broke away from him just in time.
A very rare misplayed ball by Jordan Canby. I think we talked about it last game we did, how I couldn't remember a time he's messed up in the outfield, and there he just misread it a little bit.
2-0 pitch comes in for a strike to make the count 2-1.
It's overcast, and you think, the ball's, it's just kind of, I don't want to say foggy, but it certainly has a mist to it, and it's just not a great day to play the outfield with a little bit of wind.
2-1 delivery, swung on and missed by Roberts. Now the count even at 2-2 here with 2 outs and a runner on third.
Certainly a catchable baseball.
Two delivery from Edwards. Swung on and fouled off, and again over the hitting facility there.
So far that has cost Edwards 6 pitches, I believe. This will be a 6th pitch since the air.
Yeah, 26th pitch coming up here for the senior. That one low brings the count full to 3-2.
And you want to get out of the innings, in 15 or less, around 15, 20 max.
Especially the first inning. Going to set the tone for the rest of the ball game. Here we get another ball. Edwards wants another one. He'll get another one.
Field's not playing too bad. I mean, you got a lot of turfus there on the mound and around the bases a little bit at home plate. Doesn't like it's sticking too much to their cleats there. You don't see the pitchers digging that mud out of their cleats or anything, so it's not a tacky mud. So field playing pretty well.
3-2 delivery, 2 outs from Edwards. That one hit on it, fouled off again. Same spot as fouled off before.
Yep, 6th pitch, 7th pitches now. All those will mount.
3-2 delivery on the way. That fouled off again by Roberts, making his counterpart in Edwards work.
You've seen an 8-pitch at bat from Kinsler, and you've seen an 8-pitch at bat now from Roberts, which is 16 of those 28 pitches, and that's what will could possibly be a determining factor.
3-2 delivery on the way, grounded over to Lupus. Lupus will throw to Morris, and they'll get the out to end the inning, and it'll end with a runner on third, just like Martinsburg's top of the first. Will head to the bottom with Buber, Canby, and Lupus due up for Martinsburg after this 60-second break. You're tuned in to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, back at 60.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Welcome back here to Sager Field. We got a scoreless ball game headed into the second inning. Due up for Martinsburg, Carson Buber, Jordan Canby, Michael Lupus, and minus a triple and a single difference. Both teams ended with a runner stuck on third base.
Well, it was an error, so he ended up on third. It was a 3-base error.
Yeah.
But, both teams basically matched each other that inning, except for Edwards threw 29 pitches, Roberts threw 19. Jefferson's batters made Edwards work a little harder than Martinsburg there. So that's a big difference when you're trying to, go deep into a ball game and you got a 3-game set possibly, and, the depth of Jefferson's pitching staff is, certainly a pitcher or two deeper than Martinsburg. So that is not something that Martinsburg wants to do every inning, is lose that pitch count battle.
And 2 pitches are ready to Buber. First one was a strike. This one he fouled off. 0-2 now the count. Buber 293 with a homer and 22 RBIs on the season. That one grounded down the third baseline and sticks out of play.
Buber has cooled off a little bit. Sophomore had had a tremendous season there early. It was very, very spurty, which is what you generally see out of the first-year high school varsity guys, but certainly capable of getting hot in this series.
And Buber will swing and a miss, and another strikeout for Sammy Roberts, 2 on the day, as Buber's slump seems to continue. Jordan Canby now up to the plate, hitting .400 on the season with a homer and 24 RBIs.
Chance to redeem himself here a little bit, even though it didn't cost him a run. It certainly cost him a little momentum in a 1-2-3 inning.
First one there from Roberts to Canby is high for a ball. 1-0 the count.
It cost him about, 8-9 more pitches? So.
Yeah, it was cost. Sammy had a great at-bat there, even though he got out.
1-0 delivery on the way. That's in there for a strike.
And those are things in the scorebook that you just really don't show up. The small things, how Jefferson wins the tight battles.
1-1 delivery on the way, and swinging and missing is Canby. One-two delivery on the way. That one fouled off again. Or that one fouled off.
Martinsburg needs some, get Sammy's pitch count up, get him working, get him lathered up, get him to see some of his pitches.
That one is high to bring the count even at 2-2.
And we talked about Jordan Canby, his defense being great all year, but also his bat, now batting .400 with a .500 on-base percentage.
Lots of speed.
2-2 delivery from Roberts. That one swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Sammy Roberts. Michael Lupus at the plate. Lupus hitting .244 on the season with 16 RBIs and 1 homer.
And Lupus, like Wildman's last inning, come up 2 outs, nobody on, needs to try to extend this inning and not go down 1-2-3. You need to have a good at bat here, if nothing else, have a long at bat. To keep that defense on the field longer, keep Sammy on the mound longer, and Jefferson looking just to gain that momentum. 1-2-3 inning and get in there and hit again.
Lupus fouls that one off.
Robertson and Edwards both seem to bring their velocity here today. We did see a pretty nice changeup out of Edwards last inning, and neither one of them have really gotten their curveball, mastered just yet. Could be grip, could be weather.
1-1 delivery, and that one is fouled off, and giving chase to it is Horowitz, and unable to make the catch. That one out of play.
Probably hear Hefner on the radio as he went over to the fence to guide Griffin. They both went over and found the fence. Hefner finally giving him the out call, letting Griffin know that it was over the fence. But, yeah, Lupus needs to make this bat as long as possible, try to get on base and continue this inning and, force Sammy's pitch count up.
And he calls him out. 3 straight strikeouts, 3 up, 3 down for Sammy Roberts, all on strikeouts. This one looking. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning. You're tuned in to the Class AAA Region 2 Championship Series on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back in 60.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Your field here for the bottom of the second inning, due up for the Cougars. Horowitz, Carter, Pavanal. Horowitz leading things off here, the third baseman, number 8, hitting .330 on the season with 3 home runs and 33 RBIs to lead the Cougars.
Great inning there by Sammy Roberts, just what Jefferson needed. Just keep the momentum swinging their way after that error. You can't error in the center field, you kind of feel the momentum swing a little bit. Then Sammy comes in, gets a long at bat, then goes out and strikes out, 3 straight Bulldogs. So, he's got to be feeling good about himself at the moment. And Jefferson here, winning free base and the pitch count game at the moment.
First one to Horowitz, he fouls off to the backstop. The 0-1 delivery on the way, that one low for a ball. Brings the count to 1-1. Edwards on the mound, 31st pitch coming up, the 1-1 delivery, ground to Lupus. Lupus makes a great stop. He'll throw over to Morris for out #1 in the inning, and a great stop there by Lupus to get the ball into left field.
He has one hopper in the 6 hole. He left his feet, dove, got horizontal there, and made a play, jumped up, made a nice throw across there. Great play by the young man.
Noah Carter, the designated hitter today, hitting .315 with a homer and 17 RBIs, hitting for the left fielder Daquan Shipe. That one chopped into right center field, and making the play on it is Canby. So 1 pitch, 1 out there for 2 outs now in the inning, and that's going to help Caleb Edwards a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, see what Pavanelli is here, and might have the take on here from Coach, letting him know, hey, take a pitch, let's not make this inning too quick. Again, these guys coming up here with 2 outs, nobody on, need to extend these innings and not let the other team grab momentum here.
Pavanel up, hitting .260 on the season, 9 RBIs. That one swung on and to the backstop. Hasanovic giving chase, and he'll make the catch to end the inning right in front of our broadcast location. And a great catch there on the foul ball to end the inning. A quick inning for.
We had a great view of that, didn't we?
We did, right in front of us. We'll head to the top of the 3rd inning after this 60-second break. You're tuned in to the Class AAA Region 2 Best of 3 Championship Series on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back at 60.
Medicine is pleased to introduce 6 new providers who've joined our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center, Jefferson Medical Center, and University Healthcare Physicians. Dr. Safdar Akbar, Emergency Medicine. Physician's Assistant Misty Hunsater, Interventional Radiology. Nurse Practitioner Elena Diggs, Urgent Care. Physician's Assistant Catherine Lee, Emergency Medicine. Psychiatrist David Marks, Family Medicine, Psychology. And Physician's Assistant Stephanie Mabey, Neurology. WVU Medicine, growing to meet the needs of our community.
Hello? We're here again 3 times in the past 2 days.
You're where?
Bechtel Jewelers. Look.
Can Mom hear you?
No, she's in a diamond coma. Get her the pendant, or I will.
Hey, that's my credit card.
What? Can't hear you, Dad. You're breaking up.
It's going to take more than a crying baby to wake her out of this diamond coma. You're going to need a mega dose of jewelry from Bechtel Jewelers.
Welcome back here to Sager Field as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Due up for Martinsburg, Jake Zittel, Matt Hasanovic, and Hudson Clement as we go back to the top of the order. Jake Zittel hitting 186 on the season, 17 RBIs, and
he was coming off a 3-hit game.
I was about to say, yeah,
he got hot there.
Game they had against Kaiser, he went 3 for 4.
5-pitch inning, last inning for Caleb Edwards, a big turnaround from the 1st inning.
And Jake Zittel gets contact on that one. It hits the ground, though, and Cienfuegos will get it and throw over to Pavanal for the 1st out of the inning.
Swinging away right now. Seen 6 pitches, seen 4 outs since in this inning. Well, since the bottom of the 2nd.
That sounded like solid contact there, just deadened in the ground.
Well, the grass is a little bit heavy. Yeah. They've not been able to mow it, and they got some heavy grass here on the infield.
Matt Hasanovic to the plate. First one in there, strike looking. He's hitting .237 on the season. 25 RBIs, the catcher who made that great catch there right in front of us to end the last inning. Second one in there.
The
evens the count.
Field conditions are certainly, if you're an infielder, you like these conditions. The balls, it loses some momentum going through that grass. A little easier chance to make the play. You don't like it when it's a do-or-die play, and then, the ball's hitting that Bermuda Triangle, and you have to do the do-or-die plays, and the ball dies on you.
1-1 count, or 1-1 pitch in there, and a called strike. 1-2 delivery from Roberts, and Robert strikes out another guy. That is 4 strikeouts in the last 5 hitters.
He's getting them on the pitch away. So I'm not sure if there's movement there. I mean, we don't really see it from our angle, even though we're kind of behind it. I'm not sure if that ball's moving much there, or if it's a slider, but it appears he's just getting them with fastball away, changing, eye levels.
Now up to the plate again is Hudson Clement, who singled his first time up there and came around to third base, but was left on base. First pitch in there for a ball, 1-0 the count. 1-0 delivery on the way. That one low and catches the zone there for a strike to even the count at 1-1 here. 2 outs, top of the 3rd. 1-1 delivery on the way. That's fouled off, out of play.
Last 2 times these teams faced off with these 2 guys on the mound, we only seen 6 hits total, 3 from each team. So, right now we're into the top of the 3rd with just 1 hit. And from this man right here, Hudson Clement, and it was an infield hit.
That one in there for a ball to even the count at 2-2 here. Top 3, 2 outs.
Once again, Jefferson's defense, middle defense, was coming off the field as he just missed on the outer half there.
2-2 delivery on the way. That one high and outside for a ball. Brings the count full with 3-2.
2 outs. Hudson doing what he needs to do here. See a lot of pitches and try to extend the inning.
Payoff pitch coming from Roberts. That one swung on and hit into center field for a single. That's 2 hits today, 2 singles for Hudson Clement, the only 2 hits on the day for Martinsburg.
I bet he steals. Pretty safe money, isn't it?
Yeah.
High school baseball, though.
Can't bet.
He'll probably be safe.
I'm just hypothetical saying I bet he steals like
a little friendly wager between you and I.
Hot dog.
Up to the plate is Sifford. He sacrificed Clement over to second on a sac bunt his first time up there in the first inning. Here, 2 outs, and there goes Clement. Clement will get in there safe.
And that time you've seen Sammy with a slide step, and it was so much more close, I believe.
I think that's the closest, at least in the games that we've called for Martinsburg, that I've seen it be close to even remotely getting Clement out.
He got a little cocky there going on the first pitch. He didn't have the greatest jump. Certainly didn't have a great lead, and but that speed of his made up for it. And also Sammy did a great job with his slide step that time, not giving him that extra, half second there. 2-0 count on Sifford.
Sifford, 22 RBIs on the season, just needs one there into center field, right field, or left field to get out of the infield, and he'll most likely score Clement. As Roberts will step off here.
If you're the second base umpire, Dave Boyd's the second base umpire, but if you're the second base umpire, we got a timeout here. If you're the second base umpire, are you going to be the guy who wants to make that call? That finally,
probably not.
Yeah.
And here we have John Lowry Sr. coming out to the mound. Just talk some strategy. This is a typical thing for Coach Lowry, I feel like.
Yeah, he comes out. He's not afraid to come out, especially, early.
Especially in a situation where one run could win the ballgame.
Well, I would say, a lot of times you see these games, they get, you look up and it's, 1-0, 2-0. Game ends up, being a 3 or 4 run game. Jefferson will play this game pitch by pitch, and every pitch, the strategy's changed from the time that Hudson come to the plate. The strategy was, to try to keep him off the bases. Once he got the first, the strategy was to hold him, and now it's, telling him, let's get after this guy. 2-0. I'm not sure if he went out and said, hey, first base is open or what, but,
2-0 delivery now here to Sifford. That gets the call there, 2-1 now the count.
So it wasn't, the intentional walk and face Morris. It was go get this guy, and let's get out of here, throw to contact.
Tries to throw back to get Clement, but he is safe.
Pretty good move.
It was a good move, and Clement got in there on it, nodding his head, no way, you can't get me.
2-1 delivery on the way, that's low for a ball, brings the count to 3-1.
And certainly I think Coach Lowry wanted to let him know that Clement is not scared to steal, third base with 2 outs, not your typical baseball play. But Clement is not your typical baseball player with that speed out there. So, they want to make sure they still hold him and not give him, another 90 feet.
3-1 delivery there coming from Roberts, and that's swung on and fouled off. That will get out of here as Martinsburg fans move. A lot of fans in attendance, a lot of students, it appears, in attendance today.
Yeah, a lot of students. The bank is lined up. If you've been to Jefferson, the hill over there is full of Jefferson fans, and orange and black as well, and both stands are filled full of a lot of students, so great attendance here.
A day game here that was pushed back 2 hours, originally a 12 p.m. start. 3-2 delivery from Roberts. That one fouled off to the other side.
So after Roberts started off, get 2 straight outs, since then, Martinsburg's made it tough on him. That's what we're talking about, that 2-out, extend the inning. Don't let Jefferson get that momentum, just like Jefferson did earlier, trying to extend the inning with Wobnitz. So all part of the game that doesn't show up in the book.
Payoff pitch from Roberts. That one swung on, hit into deep center field. Going back on it is Wobnitz, and he'll make the catch to the end of the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the third inning after this 60-second break. You're tuned in to West Virginia High School Baseball, your Class AAA Region 2 Championship Series on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 60.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire? Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Welcome back here to Sager Field. Bottom of the third inning in a fast-moving game so far. 2 hits for the Bulldogs, none for the Cougars here. 8, 9 one-hitters due up for the Cougars in the bottom of the third inning. Hefner, Cienfuegos, and Bailey. Hefner on the season, 259 with 14 RBIs.
Martinsburg pushed Roberts' pitch count up to 51 that inning. He faced 11 batters, 51 as Edwards has about to throw his 35th pitch here in the bottom of the third inning. So, both are starting to, get there in that midway pitch count after the third.
Hefner at the plate. First pitch in there, low and inside for a ball, doesn't catch the corner. Rain drizzling here down at Sager Field. Second one in there for a strike to even the count at 1-1.
Should have played these games over the weekend when it was scorching.
1-1 delivery from Edwards. That one swung on a line. That'll go into right center field for the first hit of the day for the Cougars.
Nice job by
hit earlier.
What's that?
I know that
was an error. Ruled an error.
There's a nice piece hitting there by Hefner. Ball was a fastball away. Edwards had been living out there, and he just stayed back on it and shot it back up to middle to Edwards' left side, which would be the right side of the infield there, just past Dave Boyd out there. So see what Jefferson's going to do with Cienfuegos. Not the best batting average on the team, batting in the 9-hole, but certainly has the ability and the speed to probably put a bunt down here, move him over.
Yeah, hitting 167 on the season, 7 RBIs. Hefner on first. He'll go down for the bunt. He'll pull back though, and then Sanovich fakes the throw to first.
We've seen a Sanovich back pick. Seen a Sanovich back pick there in the Musselman game. Huge play on a bunt through. Looking to do the same there, but Hefner got back.
1-0 delivery here, so pull the bunt again, and then he'll pull back for a ball. 2-0 now the count.
Certainly not a pitch that Edwards wanted to throw there. That was, away and in the dirt, because that almost allowed the runner to move up on his own without Cienfuegos having to give himself up. Needs to go ahead and throw the ball down the middle here and let Cienfuegos give himself up, and hopefully he'll pop it up or something. And Cienfuegos just needs to put the ball on the ground.
2-0 pitch comes in there, and Cienfuegos pulls the bat back. Another ball, 3-0 the count.
Definitely, you don't want to walk a guy who wants to give himself up. Martinsburg, this could be, that the mistake that, that we don't, that ends up not showing up in the books as much, but being the back breaker.
3-0 delivery on the way. That one gets away.
Four pitch on the bunt attempt.
On the bunt, moves Hefner to first and second, and puts Cienfuegos on first.
Let's see Coach Zarnecki come out and find out what's going on here. As Jefferson has put the number 8 and number 9 batter on base via base hit and 4-pitch walk. Now they have to face the top of the order here, so a tall task for Martinsburg here, and a great opportunity for Jefferson to get this lead here, grab this lead.
Yeah, good speed on the base pass as well. So
speed at the plate. It wouldn't surprise me if Bailey doesn't bunt. He'll have to force the ball at the third baseline. You see John telling him strategy, and if he can force Edwards off the mount to third baseline, make a long throw, possibly in the dirt, the ball will be a little bit wet when he picks it up. A lot of things could happen. Good things could happen there for Jefferson, and got Martinsburg kind of on their heels here. But Edwards is a strikeout pitcher, so here's a time that he certainly needs to dig in and try to hit his spots for sure.
First pitch coming now to Bailey. That one outside for a ball. That's 5 straight balls.
Not sure if I wouldn't have squared around since he hasn't thrown a strike to a bunt attempt yet. So, but yeah, he seems to have lost a little control here.
He's missing outside as well.
1-0 delivery on the way. That one outside again. 6 straight balls here for Edwards.
And as Nick said, 6 straight that forced Stasanovich over into the other batter's box.
Yeah.
Chasing those pitches down. Now he's got to keep him up out of the dirt. Can't have a fast ball either.
2-0 delivery on the way. Again, outside, not 7 straight balls for Edwards.
Is there anything that forces you to miss wide?
Well, I mean, for one, he's not finding his release point. He's carrying the ball a little too far. Stasanovich needs to set up inside and he throws a little 3/4, so it's not strange to be to miss out there.
When strike brings the count to 3-1.
But he needs to maybe shorten the stride and find that release point again, find some confidence in that fastball.
3-1 delivery on the way, and that's called a strike as Bailey was walking out of the box. Brings the count full to 3-2.
Big pitch here. It's just a big spot. If Edwards can find a strike here and get out of this trouble.
Full count delivery on the way. That one swung on and hit into right field. Coming around to score is Hefner. Makes the ball game 1-0 as Jefferson on top here early 3rd inning. With now a runner on, both 2 runners in scoring position. Cienfuegos on 3rd and Bailey on 2nd with a double.
Great piece of hitting by Bailey. Took that outside pitch over top of the outstretched arms of Isaiah Morris. Got out there and right. It looked like Logan Wilt may have had just a little trouble picking it up. And when that happened, Bailey took off for a second. Then Logan Wilt decided to airmail it all the way to 3rd, which give Bailey second base. He's clean over the cutoff. Man, one hopped it into 3rd with really no chance there. So
could have been the grip, trying to grip the ball.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened. I couldn't see as Coach John Paul Jones and then Buck Huffmaster and Morris kind of had us shaded there, and then the ball, we just seen the ball, took him a while to get it up and into throwing.
Now at the plate is Kinsler. He grounded out 1-3 his first time up here. No outs. Top 3, Jefferson brings in a run here on top 1-0.
And men on 2nd and 3rd with nobody out. A golden opportunity to put a crooked number up this inning.
0-1 delivery comes in there from Edwards. That's a ball, evens the count at 1-1.
Bottom of the lineup got on, and Jefferson's top has made him pay so far.
1-1 delivery on the way. That catches the zone.
Nice breaking curveball that came in the back door.
Yeah. 1-2 now the count here, no outs.
Well, actually, it was froze him at the knees.
Yeah. 1-2 delivery from Edwards on the way. That one swung on, hit right back to Edwards. He'll throw over to Morris for the first out of the inning. No runners stay put.
Just what Morris needed there. A comebacker to hold Cienfuegos at 2nd. He picked the ball up, checked Cienfuegos, made a good throw to 1st. So, just what he needed in that situation to get that first out.
Wabnitz coming up to the plate. He was left on 3rd, in the bottom of the 1st inning after an error as Canby was trying to get the ball.
He hit a curveball pretty square and just misplayed out there by Canby.
First pitch into him is a strike. 0-1 now the count.
Starting to see Edwards find his swagger a little bit again here as he's back up on the mound, wanting that ball, wanting to work fast.
The 0-1 delivery coming in from Edwards. That swung on and popped up. Clement under it, moving back, and he'll make the catch for the 2nd out of the inning.
just a phenomenal job here by Edwards here as he first three batters he faced this inning. This looked like he might not get through the inning, and now suddenly here he is with 2 outs, only 1 run across, and a pitch away from getting out of this bad inning.
Sammy Roberts to the plate. He grounded to Edwards his first time up. First pitch into him, low and inside for a ball. Hasanovich tried to frame it there.
Started him with a curve, got a little low, but Roberts is a base hit away from giving himself a 3-run cushion here.
1-0 delivery from Edwards. That one in there for a strike.
The last time these two faced off, I believe that Edwards had gotten Sammy out a couple times via the strikeout.
1-1 delivery on the way. That swung on into right field. Coming around to score is Cienfuegos and Bailey as well. Throw cut off by Morris. A 3-0 lead now for the Cougars on an RBI single from Sammy Roberts, helping himself out.
Great job there by Sammy, just like Bailey. Set back on that fastball and just took it the other way. And ball found its way in the right field. Got a a courtesy runner, number 7.
Vickers coming on.
Ty Vickers?
Yes.
Ty Vickers in for courtesy running for the pitcher.
Now up to the plate, Griffin Horowitz.
Horowitz, one of the guys in this lineup who has that home run power, who can really make this a big inning.
Good 3 home runs. The Army commit will hit it back to Edwards, but it goes past him over to Clement. Clement throws that one away. Now going to third is Vickers and moving to second, but getting him out on the throw. There was Buber.
Great play there as the ball got away. It was a do-or-die play, and Clement just threw it away, but Buber covering second. The throw back as they come off the fence got him out of second. Saved a big inning.
And we'll head to the top of the 4th inning as Jefferson out of the inning, but not before they're able to score 3 runs, take a 3-run lead. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning after this 60-second break. You're tuned in to the Class AAA Region 2 Best of 3 Championship Series on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back in 60.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Hi, it's Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 Spencer Dupuis. When I got into a car accident and needed to get another vehicle, I wanted to go somewhere I could trust. So I went to the Heffley Motor Company at 993 Hedgesville Road.
As a first-time car buyer, I really didn't know what to expect. But at Heffley, they treated me like family. Every step in the process was seamless. Not only did they give me a great deal, but they also helped me secure an amazing interest rate. Now I know firsthand why Heffley has such a great reputation in this community.
I ride with Heffley Motor Company, so you should too.
Welcome back to Sager Field here. Jefferson on top 3-0 after a 3-run bottom of the 3rd inning. Now Martinsburg up in the top of the 4th inning with Morris, Edwards, and Buber due up. Morris struck out his first time up there swinging. He's got power. Leads the team in RBIs with 27. First one to him, hit on into right center field. That one hops the wall. Going around for a stand-up double is Isaiah Morris. That is instant offense the Dogs really needed.
Yeah, he jumped on that first pitch. As soon as it left the bat, we could see here it was going to fall out there in that left center or right center gap. Even with the speed of Wabnitz and Bailey, that ball was crushed into that 365 alley and one hop the fence there. So just what the doctor ordered for Martinsburg, as Jefferson certainly was looking to come out here and get a 1-2-3 inning and keep the bats rolling, but Martinsburg saying, you know what, we're going to have to pick away at this lead here in one pitch. Next thing you know, man on second.
Edwards due up now, and first one in there for a strike, and the pitcher could help himself out here after giving up 3 runs in the last half of the last inning. Second one in there for a ball, 1-1 the count.
And this is one of the more dangerous parts in the Martinsburg lineup, the 3-4-5 guys and two really good power hitters back-to-back, and Morris and Edwards.
And Edwards just went deep against Kaiser last week. 1-1 delivery on the way. Swinging right through that one is Edwards, who wanted to take that one out of the park. 1-2 the count.
Took a hack at that high fastball.
56th pitch coming for Sammy Roberts. That one low for a ball brings the count even at 2-2. And if you're Martinsburg, couldn't manufacture a run in the first inning, you need to manufacture one here. 2-2 delivery from Roberts. That one swung on and fouled off to the netting. And Morris, not a guy you typically see steal.
No, you're not going to see him steal here, especially down 3-0. Especially not third base. So he's going to have to be in the gap there.
2-2 delivery from Roberts. That one swung on, chopped back to Roberts. He'll throw over to Pavanal, and he has to jump up for that one.
Yeah, he had
one out now.
Sammy almost sailed it as he turned and looked. It was just a little, barely got the bat on it there, pushed it back to the pitcher. He turned and checked Morris. Morris kind of had a little bit of a jump, and then Morris advanced to third on the throw, but Sammy almost sailed it.
90 feet now away from putting the deficit at 2 is Martinsburg.
With a 3-run lead, Jefferson still bringing the infield up, saying we're not giving up any runs, on a ground ball.
Buber at the plate, swinging right through that one. Makes the count 0-1.
First pitch curveball. So Roberts pitching a little backward this time through. He got Buber last time on a fastball up.
Buber again swings through that one. That one hits the turf. Ground. Not turf here. It'll be turf tomorrow.
Buber needs to find a little confidence here, as a sophomore here. You see Coach Ballard's going to talk him down a little bit, talk him off the ledge as he's taking 2 bad cuts. He's going to let him know, hey, you got one left. Don't give up on this at bat. We just need you to get the ball to the green and have a little better body language there. Just trying to give the young man some confidence. A good offensive timeout there. 0-2 pitch, and he's got a big battle ahead of him here with Roberts. So a little pat on the back, and here he goes.
2 delivery from Roberts. That one swung on and fouled off over the hitting facility.
This is similar to what John Lowry Sr. does when he goes out and talks to the pitcher, gives him a little confidence, says, hey, let's reset here. You're there for a reason. We got confidence in you.
0-2 delivery on the way. That one swung on, hit into right center field, giving chase to those Wobnitz. He'll make the catch, but coming around to score is Morris. Make that a 2-run deficit now. A sacrifice fly from Carson Buber puts Martinsburg on the board. That may give him a little confidence.
Yeah,
it's a hard out, but give him a little confidence.
And you got to tip your cap to Coach Ballard there for calling that a timeout and resetting his mindset there. And at 0-2, he was showing bad body language. He was kind of giving up on the at bat. Timeout says, hey, get in there and do a job. You're there for a reason. We got confidence in you. You've done it all year, and a little pat on the back and send him back in the plate. Next 2 swings were good swings, and he sacrificed a run in.
Canby at the plate now. First one in there for a ball. Second one he swings through. 1-1 now the count.
Yeah, he fouled off that pitch right after talking to Coach Byler, and it was one that he didn't really try to do too much with, and then did his job on the next pitch. So
1-1 delivery, catches the zone. 1-2 now the count here. 2 outs.
Tough pitch to hit there. Great pitcher's pitch at the knees on the outside corner. Fastball.
Swings through that one, and it's another strikeout for Sammy Roberts. That'll end the inning, but not before Martinsburg can put up 1 run to put the deficit at 2, 3-1. Led to the bottom of the 4th inning after the 60-second break. You're tuned in to the Class AAA Region 2 Baseball Championship Series on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back in 60.
Hagerstown Ford continues to be your leader in car sales up and down the I-81 corridor. We will beat any and all competitors' prices, and we've made buying a new car easier than ever with 1-day delivery better than Amazon and a return policy better than Walmart. Your satisfaction is our guarantee. If you don't like it, simply return it and we'll come pick it up. No questions asked. Why would you shop anywhere else? At Hagerstown Ford, we take great pride in our community and supporting our local student athletes. That's why Hagerstown Ford is the official car dealership of Shepherd Rams quarterback Tyson Bagent. Our remote buying process has made new car shopping so easy, you'll never even set foot in a dealership. Simply go to HagerstownFord.com and click on the car you want to buy it, or use the Axle Auto app. It's that easy. You can order your new car on any device. Go to HagerstownFord.com and get your new car signed, sealed, and delivered from Hagerstown Ford.
Welcome back to Sager Field. Here 6, 7, 8 batters due up. Carter, Pavanelli, and Hefner for the Cougars. They lead 3-1 here. 3-run inning there. Bottom in the third inning. Then Martinsburg has a run on a sacrifice fly as Morris scored on a sac fly from Carson Buber. But now we're here, bottom of the fourth inning. Noah Carter due up.
Looks like Griffin Horowitz is warming in the Jefferson bullpen.
Yeah, Horowitz down there warming up.
66 pitches on the day for Roberts. You have to have 1 day of rest.
Yep.
Third pitch in there is, second pitch is a strike, 1-1 the count, excuse me.
Maybe that's the trick, to go 75 and have him for game 3.
2-1 now the count.
A weapon like Griffin Horowitz is just dominated out of the bullpen this year.
Yeah, Horowitz.
He can start too.
Shipe over there. There's a lot of arms in that dugout.
2-1 count, that's head high as Carter moves out of the way. 3-1 the count.
And even though Roberts is having a great game, you don't want to limit your options moving forward. So you could always bring him back out for game 3 if there is one.
3-1 pitch comes in there for a strike to make the count full with 3-2.
Certainly strategy when it comes to how you handle your pitchers in these 3-game series.
Payoff pitch on the way, and he gets the strikeout. The first strikeout of the ball game for Caleb Edwards on a full count.
6 strikeouts for Roberts. That's the first one for Edwards. Edwards more of a strikeout pitcher today, throwing a little more contact, and it's worked pretty well. The one base on balls sandwiched in between the 2 singles kind of started that 3-run inning, but other than that, been very efficient throwing to contact, and it's his first strikeout of the day.
Pavanelli up. The first pitch to him is high and inside for a ball. Almost caught the corner.
Might have got it had it been down a bit, but he wasn't going to get in and up.
1-0 delivery on the way. That one's in there for a strike looking. 1-1 the count. Here, 1 out. Bottom 4. 3-1 lead here for the Cougars. 1-1 delivery on the way. That was low and outside. 2-1. 2-1 delivery here from Edwards. That swung on and chopped. Edwards able to get it. He'll toss over to Morris to complete the second out of the inning.
Starting to see a healthier Edwards, with that leg. He's hampered with that hamstring injury, which is really hard to overcome when you don't completely stay off of it. But you see him coming off that mound pretty well, and that's good to see for him. You want these guys to be healthy and playing at 100% this time of year. You don't wish injury upon anyone, and you want to see the best of the best play each other.
Due up is Hefner, and on the first pitch swinging, that one bounces over the head of Lupus, so he'll have another single. That's back-to-back singles for Hefner in back-to-back innings.
Wow. How does that ball get up over Lupus? Got the perfectly groomed infield here. Ball staying low. He's down almost ready to drop to a knee and block it. He was up just a little bit, and it took about a 7-8 foot hop over his head, maybe 6-7 foot hop. Just came straight up.
And this is how the offense came for the Cougars in the last inning. It was a single by Hefner and then a 4-pitch walk to Cienfuegos, so we'll see how Edwards attacks Cienfuegos here. With Hefner on first. 2 outs, first pitch.
It's a 5th ball he's thrown to Cienfuegos in the other batter's box in a row. Cienfuegos, again, not a guy who's going to hit the ball in the park, or really hurt you with a lot of extra bases. He just needs to, limit the free bases here and throw to contact here and let him try to beat you with the bat.
1-0 delivery on the way. That one low and in the dirt for a ball 2-0. Is he just trying to throw the same pitch there and it's just not doing what he wants to do?
He's aiming it, yeah. It's kind of like throwing darts. He just kind of trying to hit that outside corner there and just
a little too far outside.
Carrying it a little.
2-0 delivery on the way. That one catches the zone to make the count 2-1.
I think that's the first strike Cienfuegos has seen in this game.
I think the other part we need to talk about too a little bit is when Jefferson gets Edwards into the stretch, I think if we look at that and we start to see this thing progress, when runners get on, he's not quite as effective with his pitches,
2-1 delivery on the way. That's low for a ball. Thought he was going to get the call there. A little low, though.
Yeah, when he's in the stretch here on this mound, maybe it's the mound, maybe it's a little bit of the mud or what have you, but certainly being in the stretch, holding runners, keeps, has him, throwing, not being able to locate as well.
3-1 pitch. That one gets away from Asanovich, so going to second is Hefner, and he took the turn to go to third.
Nearly got into Martinsburg's dugout.
And Cienfuegos, another walk. Sixth inning now. Though 2 outs, shaping up to be like the last inning.
Yeah, so you've had an unexpected, weird hop there on Lupus that was a single looks like he was ready to make a nice play on, and then another, 5-pitch walk this time to Cienfuegos, who has done his job very well by getting on base and turning his lineup over back to the top again.
Connor Bailey, who hit an RBI double his last time up, is up this time. He fouls the first one off.
2 outs, and his way he hits the ball to the right side, I'm pushing Morris back and letting Cienfuegos have a lead there. I'm going to guard as much of that area as possible as you see Morris start to step back, but he needs to get back there and make a play as he walks it up, because for some reason, that is a where I think if you look at the games we've done with the Bailey spray chart, he has pushed the ball that way a good bit.
The 0-1 delivery on the way. That one bounces in the dirt. 1-1 the count here. 2 outs. Runners on first and second for the Cougars, up 3-1. Caleb Edwards on the mound for Martinsburg. The 1-1 delivery. Lupus hit over to Lupus. Lupus throw over to Morris, and that'll end the inning. Right when Martinsburg needed it, they get out of the inning. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning when we come back after this 60-second break. You're tuned in to the Class AAA Region 2 Championship Series on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back at 60.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs. Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
Laura. Hey, Laura. What's with the sunglasses? Ouch.
The word is spreading. Bechtel Jewelers is home to some dangerously brilliant diamonds.
See the difference at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood. Sunglasses not included.
Field here, Spencer Puig, Ferzlini, Trip Tobin. Happy to have you with us. Cameramen today, Donald Kinney and Avery Newport. Back in the studio, Colin McLaughlin. Happy to have you with us today as we go to the top of the 5th inning with Jefferson on top 3-1 here. A game that was supposed to be played last night at 6 p.m. here at Sager Field. The unpredictable forecast pushed that to today at noon. The rain overnight caused the wet field. They pushed it back to 2 p.m. So here we are, 5th inning. The Cougars on top 3-1. And Michael Lupus at the plate for the Bulldogs.
And the field is wet. I mean, after Bailey ran that last play out, he curled back into the line and fell flat on his butt there. He lost his footing out there in the grass, after he ran out that ground ball. So, the field is wet, and, we could see that play into it, but we have gotten no sun we've gotten, and as we're going to get John out here again after one pitch.
That pitch was a ball, 1-0 the count.
He didn't like that ball. He wasn't supposed to throw a ball there.
Obviously not, and we knew we had Griffin Horowitz warming in the last inning. Does he go to him now, or is this just a talk?
So Roberts at 67 pitches.
I think it's just a talk.
Could be like, hey, you got 8 pitches left. You know,
get out of the inning.
Get out of this inning. You know, you're at the, you know, certainly something he could have been told pre-inning. You know, you're at the 7, 8, and 9. But, you know, John Sr., Coach John Lowry had something to say to him, and he has the ability to, by rule, to talk to him, and he took that opportunity to go out and talk to him.
1-0 delivery to Lupus. That's a ball outside for makes the count 2-0. Here, no outs, top 5. And Lupus swings through that one, makes it a 2-1 count here.
Roberts has picked up the pace a bit, so I don't know if that was the talk or what, but
that one by Lupus fouled off, out of play.
Got some oohs and ahs from the crowd. Maybe got a car.
Potentially.
Wasn't mine.
It wasn't the station vehicle either. 2-2 delivery coming from Roberts. Half-hearted swing, but they're going to call it a swing, and that will strike out Lupus. The 7th strikeout of the day for Sammy Roberts.
Well, whatever Coach said, it worked.
Yeah. He's gotten Canby twice. Now he's gotten Lupus twice now. So the 6-7 guys are 0 for 4 against Roberts. Doing a nice job of keeping the bottom of the order off the bases here, as he also has
5 strikeouts to the middle of the lineup too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's something. Yeah, he's gotten Buber once, Canby twice, Lupus twice, Hasanovich once, Morris once. So you know, he's spreading the wealth around.
Jake Zittel at the plate. 1-1 now the count. First one came in for a ball. This one a strike. And Lupus last time hit a ball and it just hit the ground and deadened. The heavy grass today. The 1-1 delivery to Zittel. That one in there low for a strike.
I mean, Zittel hit in the grass, not Lupus.
That's what I meant. Excuse me.
Sorry about that.
Thanks for correcting me there.
That's what I'm here for.
1-2 delivery from Roberts. That one low and outside, does not get the call, brings the count even at 2-2 here, 1 out, top 5.
Big Boss Hornby said, keep Spencer straight. I said, yes, sir.
2-2 delivery, that one is fouled off.
You think he's listening from Puerto Rico or Cancun or wherever he's at?
Believe he's in Cancun. I don't know. Is he?
He's probably not listening today.
If he is, he'll text me.
We can talk about him then.
Hey, these games are archived, so I wouldn't do that.
Crusher deserves it, putting up with him and all the vacation she can get. But anyway, Zittel with 2-2 pitch, big at bat.
2-2 delivery from Roberts.
Oh,
that one outside, or excuse me, inside.
Might have been up a little.
And up brings the count full with 3-2.
12-6 curveball started at his left shoulder as it broke down, but could have went either way, of course.
3-2 delivery, that one low and outside. Will put Zittel on first base. Believe that is the first walk of the day for Sammy Roberts.
So a good eye there by Roberts.
Who I guess
by Zittel
does not have that 75 pitch limit because he's now at 78 pitches.
Nope.
I'm assuming that may be in case he gets into trouble here.
Yeah, if the pitch count were to climb, you know, as we get into the later innings, you at least have Horowitz warm to potentially close things out, or maybe you just want him in that role in general because he has been really tough to hit. I mean, a .62 earned run average for Griffin Horowitz, so presuming it's still, you know, a 3-1 or even 3-2 ball game, that's probably the best guy to have close it out for you if you need him to.
Looks like Grove is going to run for the DH. So they're going to go ahead and take their one shot at that. So Grove will come in and actually enter the game as a pinch runner.
This is the one time they have, right? They have that one time?
Yeah, I mean, so officially right now, Zittel's out of the game at the moment, and Grove is in his spot. But I assume when Zittel comes back up to the plate, they'll re-enter at that point. But so you see the runners in. The runners in for him. Asanovich will get a courtesy runner should he get on.
And Asanovich at the plate, he struck out his first time up. First one in there is a strike. His first time up was in the third inning.
Zittle's the center for the football team, so I assume he doesn't have, that fleet of foot as the others.
Grove is 12 for 13 on the year and stolen base attempts.
He looks like he wants to go. The 0-1 delivery and a bunt was put down there by Asanovich. He pulled the bat back, though. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, he showed bunt there. Showed Sammy a little different look. The difference between Sammy is Sammy can, even with no base runners on, stays in the stretch, so the base runners don't change his delivery, but it could change his. Oh, he caught him leaning.
And they caught him leaning. There, a run down, and Grove will make it to second as the ball goes through the hands, or through the glove there of Kinsler, and Grove
got picked.
He got picked off, but he made it to second, and he tripped over the bag as well.
He got picked off, and instead of just taking off, he got picked completely, so he just didn't even have a good break to first. So he was going to go get himself in a rundown, but Pavanelli sent it into the dirt to Kinsler, and it got into left field. So Martinsburg catches a break there. They really need to capitalize. It's something that Jefferson doesn't give you too often, and that's a break.
And then that was one of the keys that we talked about this last week or so on the show was you look at all the games, just there's not a lot of mistakes this team makes throughout the whole entire season. That one was one that could be critical here. 2-1 the count now. That delivery in there for a ball. 3-1 now.
Yeah, so you're seeing a walk and then an error, and Martinsburg must capitalize here, and Sammy has to dig down and continue his dominance here at the bottom of this order if possible.
3-1 delivery from Roberts. That one low for a ball, and then a walk. Asanovich. Back-to-back walks for Roberts after striking out the first man in the inning.
Turn on this thing back over to the top of the order. And the catcher is going to go out and speak with Roberts at this point. They do have Horowitz.
And that was, kind of what I just said, is if he gets into something here. And
yeah. So now you've got Everhart coming in to courtesy run. So he doesn't actually enter the game. Asanovich still in the game as the catcher and still swinging, but you have Everhart entering the game as a courtesy runner. So you got two, I believe, sophomores on the bases.
And Clement at the plate. He's 2 for 2 today, 2 singles.
Grove made a mistake and got away with it, so needs to be smart here with 1 out.
1 out. First pitch into Clement. That catches the outside lower corner for a ball.
This view we get of Clement trying to bunt for a base hit there was a pretty smart play as Horowitz had to stay back. And so he offered for it, so now he's in trouble at 0-2 here.
0-2 the count here, 1 out. Runners on first and second. And Clement swings through that one and he fouls it off.
Clement battling there, fighting off that pitch. Sifford's on deck. Last time Sifford was up, he hit the ball to about the deepest part of the ballpark. You could hit it there in center field. It's chased down by Wabnitz.
0-2 delivery to Clement out high for a ball. Brings the count to 1-2 here. 87th pitch there from Sammy Roberts.
This is a big inning for Martinsburg. Been given 3 free bases, and they need to take advantage of it.
That one low for a ball to even the count at 2-2.
Pitches are really close this inning. Starting to hear a little bit from the Jefferson fanfare as they not going Jefferson's way. And certainly pitches that aren't right down the middle, but Sammy's
2-2 count. Runners on first and second. That is outside to bring the count full at 3-2.
Great at bat by Clement to fight this thing back from 0-2. Actually, 0-2 with a foul. So
the 90th pitch coming from Sammy Roberts here.
Only 1 out.
Full count delivery. That one outside. It'll load the bases as Clement will walk. 3 straight walks given up by Sammy Roberts here.
I was wondering if they're going to. Looks like they're going to stay with him for the moment. as Sifford comes to the plate.
You do have double play opportunity here, obviously, with one out.
So they move the corners up, left the middle back, double play depth.
Landon Sifford up to the plate. He lined out in the third inning to the center fielder. First pitch from Roberts to Sifford is outside in the other batter's box for a walk.
I think this is it, because here comes John Sr., Coach John Sr. to the mound.
I think it was like maybe if he hit the strike zone there, he would have thought about it.
Griffin giving up all his equipment, so he knows Pavanelli's going to go to third, looks like. Probably Sammy to first.
Sammy was walking off the mound ready to give the ball to John Lowry Sr., head coach, and told him to walk back up there.
The players themselves were ready to make the change, but no.
Interesting
because Pavanelli was kind of headed to third, looking for his third baseman's glove, and he was changing at first base, and
well, it looked like too when
Griffin was coming off with all his stuff.
When Coach Lowry was walking out, Sammy Roberts kind of shook his head, saying, like, to me, that is, come on, give me a little bit more, Coach.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. I'm a little surprised. I'll be honest. I'm a little surprised. Maybe it's a matchup thing with Sifford that he likes. I'm not sure.
1-0 delivery to Sifford. That's high for a ball.
With the pitching depth that they have.
And now he comes out again, and that's got to be the key. They're the key right there.
He's got to go now, yeah. Twice this inning. But Sammy's going to stay up on the mound this time and not go off handing in the ball. But certainly Griffin is going to hand it to him this time.
We're ready for a call to the bullpen. We'll be back after this 60-second break. You're tuned in to the Class AAA Region 2 Championship Series Game 1 on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back at 60.
A Honda is more than just a vehicle. It's a gateway to spring adventure. Start your adventures with Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 0.9% APR on a 2022 Honda HR-V and a 1.9% APR on a 2022 Civic or Accord. New vehicles are arriving daily at a local Honda dealer.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI 2021 ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Welcome back to Sager Field. We've got a call to the bullpen. Pitching changes. Those brought to you by the Heffley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? I ride with them, so you should too. Sammy Roberts' night is done. Coming in for the Cougars is Griffin Horowitz, a .62 ERA on the season, 5-0, 3 saves for the senior committed to Army. Let me get some other numbers here for you. 33 and 2/3 innings, 20 hits allowed, 8 runs, 3 earned, 17 walks to 38 strikeouts. Faced 60 batters this season.
We need to take like a 2-minute break that time. Me and Nick was karaokeing it.
Well,
and Spencer made us stop.
No fun.
Final line for Sammy Roberts, 4 1/3 inning, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts.
Certainly not a great weather to pitch in. You know, he's probably never ever was able to get a true grip, as we've had this hazy, drizzly, kind of cloudy day all day. Corners are up, middle's back again, same setup they had.
It's a 2-0 delivery, or 2-0 pitch comes in there, makes it 3-0 as Horowitz inherits 3 runners. Those all, though, will be to Roberts' credit.
Really tough spot for Horowitz to come in.
3-0 delivery. That one catches the zone for a strike to make it 3-1. And this is the time for Martinsburg to have some offense here.
4 free bases this inning. Rarely do you get that from Jefferson. And you're going to have to capitalize here.
And Sifford skies that one up in the infield. Horowitz will call everybody off, and he'll make the catch for the second out of the inning.
He was out when he hit it, infield fly. Huge pitch there by Horowitz to get 2 outs. Now they can push the defense back. You know, a fly ball is the end of an inning. You know, a ground ball is a out any base, so that was just a huge out.
Now to the plate, Isaiah Morris.
And it was 3-0, bases loaded, 1 out.
He had a double his last time up. First one into him, inside for a ball.
Well, if anybody can come in with a 2-0 count and 1 out, bases loaded, and get out of it, it's Griffin Horowitz.
I was going to say that. We've seen him a couple times this season do that. The 1-0 delivery coming from Horowitz, and Morris swings right through that one.
Morris, one of the guys who can clear these bases, and certainly can clear them with a double, triple, and he can find the fence as well. So Martinsburg has the guy up that they want.
1-1 pitch comes in there, catches the zone low and inside.
Great pitch by Horowitz as he went outside and up to get him a swing.
That's unhittable right there, I think.
Well, especially when you change the eye level from outside and up.
1-2 delivery on the way, swinging and missing is Morris. And Horowitz comes in and ends the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning after this 60-second break. You're tuned in to the Class AAA Region 2 Championship Series Best of 3 Game 1 with Jefferson on top 3-1. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Welcome back to Sager Field here. Jefferson on top 3-1. Bottom of the 5th inning. Up to the plate is Sam Wabnitz, Kellen Kinsler. Second in the batting order this inning would be Sam Wabnitz, and then Sammy Roberts. And Sammy Roberts still in line for the win.
How do you come in 2-0, your first pitch is a ball, 3-0, 1 out, bases loaded, and never give up, don't give up a run, gets the infield pop and then the strikeout of, Martinsburg's number 3 hitter. It's just closer type stuff there. It's just unbelievable.
Caleb Edwards still on the mound for Martinsburg. First pitch into Kinsler's low and inside for a ball. It looks like Shipe over there.
3 walks and an error last inning by Jefferson, and you don't get a run out of it.
1-0 pitch comes in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. Is that Shipe over there? I can't.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Yes. Shipe is there. I don't think they're going to let Horowitz get to 30 pitches or get to 50, or I believe it's 50.
1-1 pitch on the way. That one outside in the other batter's box. 2-1 the count.
I mean, in my opinion, Griffin Horowitz is the best player in the EPAC, so I think that last inning showed it.
Kinsler hits that one into left field. Going back on it, making the catch is Siffert. Could not really see that one.
Ball was hit deep.
Very deep, right on the warning track. So 1 out now. To the plate is Sam Wabnitz. Sam Wabnitz reached on an error in the first inning. First one into him is a strike, 0-1 the count. One out here. Caleb Edwards throwing his 82nd pitch of the night. One in there for a ball. 1-1 the count. Breezy afternoon here. Rain still drizzling down. Foggy afternoon. 1-1 pitch comes in there for a ball. 2-1 the count. This game getting eerily similar to the one we saw between these two teams at Martinsburg right before the Mingo Bay Classic. That one hit, and Carson Boober will get it at second. Throw over to Morris to complete the second out of the inning.
Wabnitz made it close. Ball hit the ground there and kind of died. And second baseman stayed back a little bit, expecting it to be a little harder. And the ball just came in, finally made it to his glove. Then he had to make a quick quick release over to second. Over to first from second.
4-3 ground out. Now up to the plate, Sammy Roberts hitting in the 380s on the season. Last time up for him in the third inning, had a 2 RBI single to right field and is in the line to get the win as the pitcher. That one swung on and fouled off.
Starting to see the rainfall here into a steady drizzle. Not a washout by any means, but just an annoying drizzle if you're playing, I'm sure.
0-1 delivery from Edwards. That one low for a ball, evens the count at 1-1.
It's kind of a misty type feeling.
Yes.
It's like this when we got here.
Yeah, it's been all day, essentially. That one swung on, hit over to Lupus. Lupus will run and throw. He'll make the out to end the inning. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning with Jefferson on top 3-1. The final 6 outs for the Bulldogs. After this 60-second break, you're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Welcome back to Sager Field here. 6th inning between Jefferson and Martinsburg in the Class AAA Region 2 Championship Series best of 3 here in the 6th inning. Due up for Martinsburg, Edwards, Buber, and Canby. Final 6 outs for the Bulldogs upcoming. And Griffin Horowitz still on the mound. And he's the guy that Jefferson goes to not only to close the door, as he's got a few saves on the season, but he can close the door on an inning when things get a little hasty.
Yeah, he comes in and
we've seen it a few times.
Yeah, he comes in and in minimal pitches he finds a way, out of the inning, either by pitching to contact or getting that big strikeout. And he's really kept Martinsburg off the board there as he came in with a 2-0 count with 1 out. Bases was loaded through the first pitch. Was 3-0, and then a couple pitches later he was out of the inning. But, the big story certainly Sammy with that 2-out single. That's the difference in the game here. 2 out and that single scored 2 runs at the moment. And then Martinsburg not being able to capitalize one of those 4 free bases in the 5th inning as Griffin shut that down. So those 2 young men, seniors on the team, are leading the team at the moment.
And first pitch in from Horowitz to Edwards. That is a ball. Second one, Edwards swings and misses.
Yeah, Martinsburg needs to get Edwards on here. He's playing first base now, so he'll have to run on that hamstring unless they decide to use a pinch runner.
And that one hit into deep right field. Going back on it. That one up against the wall and hits the ground. A double for Caleb Edwards. Instant offense here, down 3-1 for the pitcher, Caleb Edwards.
Yeah, when he left the bat, I thought it was going to be, a fly ball out. I figured that the outfield was going to track that down, but it traveled and traveled and traveled.
You got to think, if it's a nice warm day, that's probably out of here.
He has home run power. We know that. He certainly comes Oviedo, I believe, is going to pinch run at this point. So now you got a freshman in here running in a big spot here. But, yeah, that ball was hit well, and you could see Shipe just start to track it. And then I think at one point Shipe kind of looked up like it's out of here, but it fell right there at the warning track just at the base of the fence. So it was hit all of 360 feet.
Yeah, courtesy runner is Oviedo.
And Edwards did get a home run there at Kaiser, dead center, so heating up that bat a little bit.
First pitch now coming to Buber. That one in there for a strike. 0-1 the count, and Buber had a sac fly his last time up in the 4th inning. That got the Dogs on the board.
Yeah, Buber looking a little more confident this time, a little more swagger in this.
Edwards nearly gets picked off there, but he slides, or excuse me,
Oviedo. Yeah, the freshman. They're going to test him out there. He made it back. He's in a big spot right here. You see Martinsburg starting to get into the depth of that lineup, running guys. And
the 0-1 delivery on the way from Horowitz. That one is high and outside for a ball. Brings the count even at 1-1.
One of the reasons why you bring some of those guys up from the JV squad there for speed.
1-1 delivery from Horowitz, and Buber swings right through that one, brings the count to 1-2.
Buber needs to get the ball to the right side and on the ground if all possible here, shorten his swing up, get Oviedo over at least, at the very least.
1-2 delivery from Horowitz. That nearly went to the backstop. Lucky for him, Hefner got the glove on it.
Oviedo's been a guy that's had a defensive role for this team. We haven't really seen him run much.
He pitched in a game or two, I believe, as well. The 2-2 delivery on the way. That one fouled up, and Roberts going for it, and he'll make the catch in foul territory. 1 out in the inning now.
He used the whole ballpark there as he almost went into the dugout for that one.
Hey, to stay out of the dugout, obviously, but great way to maneuver around there and get the out.
He was right over there sitting just about to hit where Coach John Lowry's sitting there at the end of the fencing.
Now at the plate is Jordan Canby. Canby looking to do something for this Bulldogs team to drive in a run and make it a one-run game.
A run one? Canby with a couple strikeouts needs to play big here in this big game. He's probably happy to see Sammy off the mound. See somebody different.
2 straight balls here from Horowitz. Horowitz committed to play at the next level at Army. He's set to go June 25th, I believe, is when he said he's going to Army. And that one is a ball as well, 3-0.
Gotta go to basic. His brother's going to play for the Cannons this summer, so.
I did see that as he's in the transfer portal looking to play elsewhere in college. First strike comes in there to make it 3-1. The 3-1 pitch from Horowitz. That's outside. That'll walk Canby. 2 on, 1 out for the Bulldogs. Coming up to the plate is Michael Lupus.
One guy you don't want to walk there, of course, is Canby with that speed of his. He could certainly find the ball in the gap. He could certainly find home plate if they found the ball in the gap.
Lupus
from first.
244 on the season. He's home run power, but he struck out both times today. And they threw back and nearly went into the outfield.
Good job by Cienfuegos to be there.
Come off Kendall's glove, ricocheted over as Cienfuegos was running the back up there.
First pitch now into Lupus. That one in the zone for a strike. 0-1 the count here, 1 out.
More of a chill in the air now, I believe, than what it was when we started. Or just sitting here.
It's starting to feel like the first matchup between these two teams. Back in March.
Feels a little bit like March.
Swung on and fouled that one off. Does Lupus, makes the count 0-2.
Martinsburg can't afford to squander any more base runners. Can't let that LOB number get up, any higher.
The 0-2 delivery on the way. That's high and outside for a ball. Makes the count 1-2.
Like he's maybe overthrown a little bit when he gets ahead, trying to just overpower.
1-2 delivery from Horowitz. That is outside for a ball close as Lupus able to keep the bat back.
Yeah, Lupus was chasing that one there right at the last second, kind of held her back and just off the outside corner.
That one swung on, fouled off, out of play.
Ball was inside on him, and he turned on it a little bit, got off the handle, came back up over top of our head.
2-2 delivery coming from Horowitz. That one low and outside, close to the edge of the zone there.
Very close.
Brings the count full at 3-2 with 2 outs. Or excuse me, 2 on, 1 out. 3-1 ball game. That one hit back to Horowitz. He'll try to go for 2, and he'll get 2, and that'll end the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. The great double play started there by the pitcher, Griffin Horowitz. We're back in 60 seconds for the bottom of the 6th inning.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in West Virginia learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission and the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to Sager Field here. Jefferson on top 3-1. Bottom of the 6th inning. Caleb Edwards still pitching for the Bulldogs. So far tonight, 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, 1 strikeout on 87 pitches, 50 for strikes, facing 22 hitters. Due up for the Cougars is Griffin Horowitz, who's come in to pitch after starting at third. First pitch into Horowitz. He chops that one into center field and can be under it, and he'll make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out for Edwards.
Obviously, Jefferson trying to add some insurance.
Yeah, Martinsburg, should they got another shot there, left the man on third. And in the first inning, as Clement made his way around to third, Clement made the second, and the third inning was left there, left the bases loaded in the 5th, and there they had men on first and second when the double play happened. So they actually only left the base runner on, but had 2 more on at that point. Kylie, the biggest part of the game there is not getting that big 2-out hit, and Sammy Roberts at the moment has that 2-out hit in the 3rd inning that drove in 2 runs, and that's the difference in the ball game, is just the 2-out hitting there by Roberts and the failure to get that 2-out hit by Martinsburg at this point.
Noah Carter, the designated hitter for Daquan Shipe, up to the plate. He struck out looking and lined out in his last 2 at-bats. 2-0 count here. That one catches the zone, makes it 2-1 here, 1 out. Bottom 6. Now 1 out, 3-1 the count. Cougars on top 3-1 here in the game 1 of a best-of-3 series for the regional championship. Winner of best 2 out of 3 will head to the state tournament next week at Appalachian Power Park in Charleston. And a 1-out walk for Noah Carter. In this game, looking, as I mentioned before, utterly similar to the game April 11th at P.O. Faulkner Park. Shipe started in that one. He went 4 1/3, and Griffin Horowitz came in to mop things up, and that's looking like how it is so far. Sammy Roberts 4 1/3, and so far Griffin Horowitz has come in.
Well, Smith's going to pinch hit, and looks like Duncan's going to come in and pinch run.
That one in the dirt. Asanovich keeps in front of him, but going to second there.
To who we got pinch hitting?
Smith.
Colton Smith?
Yes.
Pinch running.
Colton Smith coming to the plate. Ty Duncan moves up on the dirt ball there.
1-0 count. That one swung on and missed by Smith.
Smith, the freshman, I believe.
He's a junior.
Oh,
Yes, junior.
Junior, sorry about that.
Big. 1-1 count here, 1 out from Edwards. That one fouled off.
Big insurance run out there for Jefferson.
The rain continues to pick up here from a slight drizzle to look like a constant rain here.
Yeah, it's just a nasty rain all day long.
1 out. Bottom 6, 1-2 delivery from Edwards. That one catches the zone for a strikeout. Edwards gets the timely strikeout there on Smith.
Yeah, big strikeout for Edwards there. He certainly needs to leave that runner stranded out there and leave his team within 2. They're going to put Hefner on without even throwing a pitch, and they're going to go after Cienfuegos, which is
a tough out for them today.
It's been a tough out. Yeah, he's he's walked a couple of times. I've only seen about 9 pitches, and 8 of them been balls. The thing that could bite you here is just the fact that if he would get on, then he would, then that would turn the lineup over, in 1 batter as opposed to 2. But also, here we have men on first and second now, 2 outs, the bunt's out of it, so he'll have to swing the bat. And
it's just interesting because it looks like Edwards didn't want to go after Cienfuegos in the first 2 at-bats. Now he's going to go after him, but the first one in there for a ball.
Well, I think he wanted to, just didn't get it done. Like Cienfuegos must be giving him the evil eye or something, causing him a concentration lapse or something. I believe the only walks he's given up is to him and 1 to Carter here this inning.
First one, or that one swung on.
So it pays off.
To shallow center field. And that'll end the inning there as able to get caught there by Clement. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th, do or die for the Bulldogs coming up. You're tuned in to the Class AAA Region 2 Baseball Championship Series Best of 3 Game 1 after this 60-second break on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
I think it's easier to hit.
WVU Medicine is pleased to introduce 6 new providers who've joined our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center, Jefferson Medical Center, and University Healthcare Physicians. Dr. Safdar Akbar, Emergency Medicine. Physician's Assistant Misty Hunsader, Interventional Radiology. Nurse Practitioner Elena Diggs, Urgent Care. Physician's Assistant Catherine Lee, Emergency Medicine. Psychiatrist David Marks, Family Medicine, Psychology. And Physician's Assistant Stephanie Mabey, Neurology. WVU Medicine, growing to meet the needs of our community.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Field, Spencer Dupuy, Trip Tobin, Nick Verzolini, happy to have you with us. Cameramen today are Avery Newport and Donald Kinney. Back in the studio, Colin McLaughlin as Daquan Shipe. No, that is still Griffin Horowitz, right? I don't know.
Horowitz still out there, yeah.
I looked over and
nothing's changed.
Yeah, nothing changed.
Except for the weather's gotten nastier, greasier, and wetter. And
Cougars on top 3-1, looking to finish it out here with the 8-9-1 batters due up in Zittel, Asanovich, and Clement for Martinsburg.
If anything, it's got to be easier to hit in this weather than pitch in this weather because the rain has picked up.
And the grip on the baseball.
The grip, yeah, you can't get the grip that you want. Sometimes you can get the ball just...
And he wants a new baseball.
Just wet enough you can get a good curveball grip on it, but it only happens once.
Well, Horowitz wanted the new ball there, and he got one. Here will start the inning, Jake Zittel. He walked in his last plate appearance. Grove pinch ran for him, able to get on to second. First one in there to Zittel, a strike, as Horowitz looking to get the save here. The 0-1 delivery to Zittel, that one fouled off into the pastures. The 0-2 delivery on the way. That's in the dirt for a ball. 1-2 now the count here. Top 7, Martinsburg down to their final 3 outs as Griffin Horwitz looks to shut things down. That one fouled off and put Jefferson up 1-0 in the series, which means they would only need to win tomorrow, and they would sweep the series for back-to-back seasons.
We haven't really seen the Horwitz submarine at all. I know.
Yeah, he's got it in that arsenal in there. Seen that big curveball just now.
1-2 delivery. That swung on and hit into
Deep.
right field. Going back on it is Bailey, and he'll make the catch for a long out, number 1.
I thought that had a chance when it left the bat.
I mean, you got to think, warm day,
that ball was a hit
sunny day,
clean
that
to
could
the
be out of here, or at least to the wall.
Clean to the track. Did he go? And he actually turned his back and took off for the fence and then found the baseball.
I think it was after the sectional championship. I think you asked Griffin about his submarine and how he wasn't really using it as much. And he had said that he needed to work on it more in the bullpen, but maybe with the rain today, not wanting to use it.
He hasn't quite needed it. The only trouble he was in was the trouble that he inherited. He did inherit a couple put a couple on last double play in the balk last inning. Got that double play.
First pitch into Asanovich was a ball. This one a strike. 1-1 the count here. 1 out. Top 7, Martinsburg down 3-1. Asanovich walked his last time up. He swings right through that one to make it 1-2.
Yeah, that wasn't a swing you'd want to take at 1-1. He kind of got fold on it and kind of trying to hold it back, but it came one through.
1-2 delivery from Horwitz. That's high for a ball. 2-2 now the count. That one swung on by Asanovich into shallow right field. Coming in on it is Bailey, and he'll make the catch. And Asanovich
slipped and
fell there. As the field conditions
are worsening.
To worsen.
Yeah. The rain is picking up starting to see a good drip off the canopy here.
Martinsburg now down to their final out. In game 1, down 3-1. Hudson Clement will hit that one over to Horwitz. Horwitz will walk it over to end the game, and Jefferson will go up 1-0 in the Class AAA Region 2 Championship Series with a 3-1 victory over Martinsburg. We'll head to a 2-minute break and come back for the postgame show after this 2-minute break. And we're tuned in to the Class AAA Region 2 Baseball Championship Series. We'll be back for the postgame show next on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 after this 2-minute break.
Hagerstown Ford continues to be your leader in car sales up and down the I-81 corridor. We will beat any and all competitors' prices, and we've made buying a new car easier than ever with one-day delivery better than Amazon and a return policy better than Walmart. Your satisfaction is our guarantee. If you don't like it, simply return it and we'll come pick it up. No questions asked. Why would you shop anywhere else? At Hagerstown Ford, we take great pride in our community and supporting our local student athletes. That's why Hagerstown Ford is the official car dealership of Shepherd Rams quarterback Tyson Bagent. Our remote buying process has made new car shopping so easy, you'll never even set foot in a dealership. Simply go to HagerstownFord.com and click on the car you want to buy it, or use the Axle Auto app. It's that easy. You can order your new car on any device. Go to HagerstownFord.com and get your new car signed, sealed, and delivered from Hagerstown Ford.
The game may be over, but don't go away just yet. We've got a complete game recap, analysis, stats, the player of the game, and we'll prepare you for our next broadcast. All on the postgame show. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Cody's Auto Body, Laddie's Bar and Grill, Trips Flooring, The Mortgage Center, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, The Heffley Motor Company, The Palace Lounge, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Milestone Realty, And by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers.
So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Now the hard ball has been played. Now it's time for the post-game show. Brought to you by Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Over 120 years combined experience.
It's in the bag.
As accident, injury, and disability lawyers. Go to burkeandschultz.com or call them at 304-263-0900. We play hardball here as Nick gets the headset out of the bag here as we're trying to keep it dry. And we'll be joined now by head coach. First, by head coach of the Cougars, John Lowry Sr. And Coach Lowry, can you hear us?
I can hear you fine, yes.
All right, big win for you guys today. And Sammy able to go 4 1/3 on the mound, but also help you guys offensively.
We had the big hit, drove in the 2 runs, which were the difference. Another close nip and tuck game, 2-1, 3-1, 3-1. I mean, we've been fortunate to get the break when we needed it and the big hit when we needed it. And certainly Sammy delivered that today. He threw well, and Finn does what Finn's been doing for us all year. He comes in and fresh arm with some velocity and competes. And I thought the 1-6-3 double play in the 6th inning was just huge. I mean, that was a big time high school play right there.
Yeah, the double play was huge. He, talk about Griff first. He came in, 2-0 count, first pitch. Next thing you know, it's 3-0, 1 out, bases loaded, and he wiggles off the hook there. He throws the contact, and then he gets a big. He gets you out of that inning, and then he comes in, like you said, big double right off the bat, first pitch, and next thing you know, he's out of the inning with a 1-6-3 double play. So just great execution there. And
well, usually when he comes in, he is under the gun like that with guys on base, or we've brought him in mid-count at other times, and he's responded to that, and that's he's played that role, and I think he kind of relishes it a little bit, and certainly we're very fortunate to have him on our side.
Yeah, so the 2-out hitting there, kind of take us through that inning there. You guys got a couple. You got a base hit from Hefner, 4-pitch walk to Cienfuegos was a big mistake by Martinsburg there. They didn't let him get himself out, and then you get Bailey with a base hit, and then you get the 2-out base hit by Roberts. Both opposite way, both letting the ball get deep, both just not trying to do too much at that point.
Well, you talk about, Josh Cienfuegos and hits at bat. Josh doesn't get himself out. You got to get Josh out by throwing the ball across the plate.
Right.
And he'll take a walk. He'll let a pitch hit him. He was trying to bunt in that situation. And a lot of times guys will bunt pitches out of the strike zone, but he didn't. He took the walk.
Yep.
And obviously with Connor being one of our better hitters, we weren't going to bunt with him, and he was able to deliver. And then, Sammy gets the 2-out hit, and like we said earlier in pregame, it comes down to one pitch at a time, and you never know which pitch is going to make the difference. And that hit was the difference. And we got some crucial defensive plays, and it's a good team win all the way around.
Yeah, back-to-back times, third inning and fourth inning, you got base hits by Hefner. You got walks by Cienfuegos, turned your lineup back over. There's a couple of the free bases that you got there. Later on, Hefner got on base with a walk, and then you got the fly out that by Cienfuegos. So your bottom of your lineup, your 8-9 guys were on base, 5 of the 6 opportunities to turn the lineup over, so that's pretty big in that situation for those guys, and then turn it over to your better hitters there, like you said, and those guys to come through like that. You lost the free base game 7-5 tonight, but that does what also you allowed Martinsburg to leave themselves bases loaded, a man on third, a man on second, base loaded, and a double play, so that shows what your team can do under adversity as well.
Well, you're going to lose the free base game to Martinsburg with that young man they have at the top of the order, because he's going to, he's going to run. He's a quality player, and we were fortunate that while he did get on base, we were able to kind of contain it a little bit. So
who are we going to see tomorrow?
Okay.
Who are you going to see tomorrow on the mound?
Who are we going to see tomorrow? Well,
Coach.
Maybe we're thinking Shipe. Could be at this point it's Shipe. Okay. And then out the way we'd have Dave for the Thursday game if we got it. And with Finn being under 50 pitches, he'd be available the day after tomorrow too.
Final question: what's it going to take for you guys to get the sweep tomorrow?
Score more runs in 7 minutes. Well, I guess that's kind of a smart answer, but no, seriously, we got to continue playing good defense. I'd like to see us score a few more runs. Martinsburg, you can't relax. You got to pitch to beat them, and it's going to be another fun game tomorrow night. So we're looking forward to it.
All right,
congratulations,
congrats
Coach.
on the win,
See you
and
tomorrow.
hopefully it'll be drier tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Now we're waiting here as we'll hand it over to the winning pitcher this afternoon, Sammy Roberts, and you did well on the mound, but also you got that timely hit there for your team and the timely RBI.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it felt really great.
See, 2 outs, base hit, and you kind of stayed behind the baseball, took the ball that way, didn't do too much. What was you thinking through that at bat?
I just knew we had 2 runners in scoring position. They're really quick on the base path, and if I get the ball to the right side, they're definitely going to score.
So you left a couple of base runners on. You got the second inning. You got the 3 straight strikeouts from the bottom. You got 4 of your 7 strikeouts there in a row in the second and third. You were cruising along, and then you kind of hit a little bit of a wall there in the 5th walk. It seemed like the wheels kind of fell off, and then Griffin came in there. It looked like you were ready to come out when John come out, but then he put you back up on the mound. Take us through that mound visit there.
Yeah, so I thought he was going to pull me.
Yeah, I did too.
When you miss your pitches like that, he's usually very quick to take you out.
Right.
We all know that. So I knew that with Finn coming back in, he always closes very well.
Right.
So very happy with that.
So he said, "I'll give you one more pitch."
Pretty much, yeah. It was a ball. So
well, it's really good to have a team win like that, to be able to rely on you to come in and leave base runners on like that, go as far as you could, and then have Finn there to go to. So congratulations to you. What's it going to take tomorrow to finish this thing off?
I think if we just play really well defensively and get a little bit nicer weather.
Yeah, nicer weather.
And pitching, I think, will be great. We'll be
All right, congratulations. All right, WVU Medicine Player of the Game, brought to you by WVU Medicine. Jefferson and Berkeley Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. Congratulations on the WVU Medicine Player of the Game,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, here as we get ready to close out the post-game show, we got to go through a few things first, and thanks to Tripp there for the assist as we're trying to get everything not rain-soaked. Here, I got it. Here, as we got to go through some other things before we end things out here. Got to go through it quickly, though. Game summary brought to you by Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Company. When it comes to your home, auto, farm, or business, they're trusted, reliable, and experienced. Call them at 304-263-0809 or go to fmiwv.com. Pretty much the similar, almost the exact game that happened in April.
Yeah.
It was a 3-run third inning there for the Cougars. Then Martinsburg comes back and adds 1, but Griffin Horowitz comes in and closes things down after a solid effort from Sammy Roberts.
Yeah, it was a great effort by Sammy. Sammy come out there and give his team a chance to win, and he went a little farther than I thought he might go. We thought he was going to come out after that pitching mound meeting, but he got another pitch there and wasn't able to get it done. So here comes Griffin in and shuts the door. I think that was a big part of the inning. Coach Lowry talked about the 1-6-3 double play as well. But, those innings with Griffin on the mound coming in that situation, the bases loaded, down in the count 2-0, eventually 3-0, and then getting out of that, getting Ciffer to fly out and then striking out more. So they were huge plays, and all it takes is a base hit here or there in Martinsburg. You could easily be, 4-3 winners here, but Jefferson does the little things, and they just have that depth in pitching that's able to shut you down and get strikeout. And the defense, with the 6-3 double play or 1-6-3 double play as well. So look for them to play their game tomorrow as well. And Martinsburg's going to have to score more than 1 run, like we said in the pregame.
Yeah, definitely, and it comes down to those mistakes, and they were made more by Martinsburg. But we'll get you those game stats. They're brought to you by Chris Ross, the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Buying or selling a home, call 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. 1-4-1 for Martinsburg, 3-6-1 for the Cougars. 2 hits for Clement, 1 hit for Morris, 1 hit for Edwards. For Jefferson, 1 hit for Bailey, 1 hit for Wabnitz, 1 hit for Roberts, 2 RBIs there over RBI for Bailey, 1 hit for Horowitz, and 2 hits for Ryan Hefner, the catcher. Sammy Roberts on the mound gets the win, 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. Griffin Horowitz comes in, closes the door on the inning, and gets the save, 2 2/3 innings, 1 hit, no runs allowed, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 92 pitches for Roberts, 55 for strikes. Griffin Horowitz, 38 pitches, 23 for strikes. For Martinsburg, Caleb Edwards, 6 innings, takes the loss, 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, 99 pitches, 56 for strikes, facing 26 batters. And those were your game stats brought to you by Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group here. As we've come to the conclusion of the post-game show, Rainy afternoon here in Shenandoah Junction as Jefferson gets the win 3-1, and they'll try to go for the sweep in back-to-back seasons in the Region 2 Championship Series tomorrow at 6 p.m. at P.O. Faulkner Park. We'll be on air at 5:35 p.m. for you for the Cody's Auto Body countdown to first pitch, but a 3-1 victory for Jefferson, leading the series 1-0. Sammy Roberts the win on the mound and gets 2 RBIs there. Clutch hits for his team, and so that'll do it for us here. For our cameramen, Avery Newport and Donald Kenny, for Nick Verzolini, Trip Tobin, I'm Spencer Ruiz saying so long. You'll hear from Colin McLaughlin in a couple minutes as he will turn things over as that's what I meant. Colin McLaughlin, thank you for reminding me. Game tomorrow is at 7 p.m., 6:35 pregame show. Excuse me for that. Used to play and thought we were playing here again for some reason in my head. But that'll do it for us. And stay dry, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow, 6:35 p.m.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
WVU Heart and Vascular Institute offers world-class heart care close to home. Our board-certified physicians are performing groundbreaking procedures using cutting-edge techniques, and that's why we're expanding our services to every corner of our region so you don't have to travel far to receive the great specialty care you deserve close to home. We're now accepting new patients at all 4 convenient locations in Martinsburg, Hagerstown, Shepherdstown, and Winchester. WVU Heart and Vascular Institute, world-class heart care close to home.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Welcome in here to the post-game scoreboard show brought to you by Modern Realty Results. Larry DeMarco and his experienced team handle each and every transaction with honesty and integrity. Visit modernrealtyresults.com to find out more about them. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Final score from Game 1 of the regional tournament. Jefferson gets the 3-1 win over the Martinsburg Bulldogs. The Cougars, 3 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. Martinsburg, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. Let's now get into the scoreboard part of our show and look at the upcoming games here in Major League Baseball as we start with at 6:35, the Colorado Rockies are at the Pittsburgh Pirates. At 6:40, it's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Cincinnati Reds. At 6:40 as well, it's the Miami Marlins taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. At 7:05, it's the Baltimore Orioles at the New York Yankees. Also at 7:05, it's the LA Dodgers taking on the Washington Nationals. At 7:20, it's the Philadelphia Phillies at the Atlanta Braves. At 7:40, it's the Detroit Tigers against the Minnesota Twins. At 7:45, it's the Toronto Blue Jays against St. Louis Cardinals. At 8:10 p.m., it's the Boston Red Sox at the Chicago White Sox. And at 8:10 p.m., it's the Cleveland Guardians against the Houston Astros. At 9:38 p.m., it's the Texas Rangers taking on the Los Angeles Angels. At 9:40 p.m., it's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Also at 9:40, it's the Milwaukee Brewers against the San Diego Padres, the Oakland Athletics against the Seattle Mariners, and at 9:45, it's the New York Mets taking on the San Francisco Giants. Over to the NBA now at 9 p.m. tonight. It's Golden State looking to finish off the Western Conference Finals via a sweep as they lead 3-0 over the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks trying to come back down 3-0, which has not happened before, I believe, in NBA history. Over to the NHL now. The Stanley Cup playoffs underway in the second round. 2 games going on tonight. At 7 p.m., it's the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the New York Rangers. And at 9:30, it's the Calgary Flames against the Edmonton Oilers. Those are your scores from around the professional sporting world. Again, final score here in this regional Game 1 of the championship. Martinsburg loses to Jefferson by a final score of 3-1. I'm Colin McLaughlin signing off here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. We'll have the Sports Mix tomorrow at noon. Talk about this game, preview tomorrow's Game 2 at Martinsburg and more. But stay tuned because later tonight at 7 p.m. on TV10 as well as this YouTube page here, WRNR TV on YouTube, we'll bring you Martinsburg High School's graduation ceremony for the class of 2022. So if you are a Martinsburg High School alum or you know somebody in the 2022 graduation class, we'll have that for you. So don't go anywhere. That's in about 2 hours and 50 minutes. Again, final score, Jefferson 3, Martinsburg 1 in Game 1. If Jefferson wins tomorrow, they will be the region champions. If Martinsburg gets the win, we'll have a Game 3 on Thursday. Until tomorrow for the Sports Mix, I'm Colin McLaughlin signing off. Have a good rest of your day.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Baseball. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda of Winchester, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mountaineer Grill and Pub, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Kent Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Modern Realty Results, and the Skinner Law Firm.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball, keep it tuned to FM 106.5, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online talkradiowrnr.com. All rights reserved.